Definitely not muted.
John David Wilkerson, Reverend Dr.
Definitely not
John
muted.
David Wilkerson, DD, Doctor of is it under that a non-believer? You to tell the fame.
And it was choppy because of my Wi-Fi, but he drove down here to do his interview. But we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna let Fleece interview him. And
yo, what's good? What's good, Can you hear me?
What's up with you, Uncle Fleece? Man, I tell you, man, good to meet you, man. It's always a pleasure. You're truly a legend. It's a pleasure to always see people that are legends. You are one. Thank you, brother. We all are. Thank you, brother. You know, I want you to tell the fans a little about yourself so they can know who it is that I'm interviewing. All right. My name is It's your boy, BishopLo on the show. John David Wilkerson, Reverend Dr. John David Wilkerson, DD, also defunct. I'm a non-believer, but that's a whole nother story. I'm 49 years old. I live in South Carolina. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a non-believer. A non-believer in what? A non-believer in God and religion. Atheist, like. I mean, is it under that term, or is that a little too hard? I think atheists are. I believe atheists are somebody that
They won't allow me to do no gift goals anymore. I can't. I don't know why, but I can't do no gift goals.
Okay. So, other than that, tell us a little about, do you work? You have an occupation? What have you ever worked at? I don't currently work. I'm kind of handy able. I don't know if the audience knows it or not, but let me see. I'll show y'all real quick. I'm a double amputee. Yeah, he got prosthetic. Two prosthetic legs on here, metal legs. You know, like in the movie Battleship. With Rihanna. Yeah, with Rihanna. With that old Rihanna girl.
I don't know why they won't let me start goals anymore, but they won't let me start goals anymore.
And,
what up, chat?
You got two of them. I'm branded. But I lost my legs 9/11. I'm a former New York City police detective. That's one of my jobs. You asked me where I work at currently. I don't work. But 9/11 was a great day. We survived it. And I'm still here. Minus 2 legs. Go ahead. So, you lost your legs how? 9/11. I was a detective in New York City. Oh, during the 9/11. Yes, sir. Terrorist attack. There was no terrorist attack. What do you call it? An insurance job, and a very elaborate one too. No planes ever hit that. So, you lost your legs doing left leg. Your left leg doing it. I lost this right leg a couple of years, like 2017, 16. So how long did you work for the NYPD? 8.5 years. As a policeman? Off and on, yeah. In different capacities. Did you like the job? I loved the job. I loved it. I loved the freedom it afforded me to abuse drugs. What you mean? I mean, can you elaborate a little? Oh yeah, I got free drugs, you know. I had a badge and a gun. Oh, so you was what, excuse me if I say it, the people would call a dirty cop? No. You don't see yourself as that? Watch your mouth. Okay. I was a filthy cop. Filthy. Right. Do you... Nothing sexual.
All right, just
sexual
drugs.
Yes,
drugs.
absolutely.
Just drugs.
I was a lewd and lascivious felon as a police detective.
Did you ever arrest people, take their drugs and keep it and stuff like that?
I absolutely arrested people. I absolutely took drugs from drug dealers, but I never arrested them and took their drugs.
Oh, you just took the drugs. Let them go.
Correct.
Okay, so now, years later.
Hold on, I'm sorry. And let me tell you why.
Why?
There's too much paperwork involved. You don't want paper trails. Don't that shit that you see on TV, throw that shit out the window.
Yeah, it's Hollywood.
So, yeah, that's that Hollywood shit. Hollyweird.
Okay, well, so, how many years has it been since you haven't been on the force?
2001. 24 years.
That you have not been on it?
Correct.
So do you have respect for the force now?
Absolutely not. What force?
So
Force of what? The gangsters that are out there that get badges and guns, you mean?
Did you learn that while you was working for the police? That
They teach you that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's taught.
So
they teach you.
what's the type of life you living now?
Well, right now I got I own a home with an acre of land. I have 6 dogs, down from 17, and I own a taxi company. I opened a taxi company in my city because the taxi driver robbed me on a ride.
So you have children?
I have 2 children. I have a beautiful 28-year-old daughter and a handsome 13. I got 3 children. I got 2 boys and a girl.
Okay, so now, what brings you to the show?
You, me. And
You
who
have
the fuck? Oh, excuse me.
Watch the language.
Who in the world don't want to meet a legend?
Send them gifts, y'all. Period.
You know what I'm saying?
They won't allow the bishop to start.
And I'm sure if you have questions for me or you want something to speak to me about, we can speak about it right here.
Okay.
You know, and
let me tell you why we connect, you and I, Fleece.
Okay.
Okay. You are a born, bred, bona fide survivor.
I agree.
You have had things that you have endured in your life that were undeserved.
Mm-hmm.
That were designed to destroy you.
3 likes and 3 people. I appreciate y'all 3 for rocking with your boy.
You're still here.
Yes, I am. Standing.
Right. So,
no weapon. What did the scripture verse say?
It says, no weapon formed against Fleece shall prosper.
That's it.
It didn't say, and this is the crazy part. Even the weapons that Fleece formed against himself didn't prosper.
I understand by talking to you, I keep hearing you talk, I detect a lot of wisdom in you.
You're a great detective. Now, wisdom, let me say this now. Wisdom, a lot of people don't know the actual definition of wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge applied. You see, we got a whole lot of we got a whole lot of people in this world with knowledge. Check this out. We got people in mental institutions. Did you know that most people in mental institutions are highly intelligent?
Yeah, Ted Bundy was intelligent.
Highly intelligent. Watch your mouth. Okay? Highly intelligent.
Yeah, very.
Okay?
But that's just one side of them. But what I was saying about you, though, I detect a lot of intelligence in you, and I see that even though you're a non-believer, you are well versed in the scriptures.
I am. I had to learn the Bible.
How that came about?
My father, Reverend John Wilkerson Sr., ingrained in me. He had me in the basement in the house as a child.
A basement?
In the basement of the house. Yeah, in the house. We had it was a 3-story house. The kitchen and the living room was on the first floor. Bedrooms were upstairs. Yeah. And we had a basement. He had a basement. But he had a pool table and all this, you know, his basement.
It was fixed up.
Oh yeah, it was nice.
It was like a dungeon.
Oh, it was a dungeon for me. Because it was a prison for me because I had to study the Bible in Hebrew and Greek. I had to learn Hebrew and Greek before the age of 7 years old.
Did you?
Hebrew and Greek. And my father would test me on Friday afternoons. I failed those tests on Friday afternoons. I went through hell. I was locked in the basement until Sunday morning time to go to church. So I know the Bible well.
Yeah.
It doesn't serve me at all. It's a great book.
Right.
I will take nothing away from it. Great book. But, you know, it's
anything that, you know, like sometimes I read books and I might don't agree with everything in the book, but I might find something in there kind of useful to use. It might be a sentence, a word, like in scripture-wise, it might be a verse, just one verse out of all of it that I may live a little towards.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's designed, you gotta understand, it's a book that's designed to, you know,
Have you received anything out of the Bible?
Absolutely. It's a great book. A great book of allegories. It's a great book that people that now wait a minute. Now if you read the beginning part, if you get stuck in the Old Testament, you know, with all the incest and murder, you know, and God was in charge of all that. Right. He was, you know, he sent out his, you know, he anointed people to go out and rob and kill other people to get their stuff to bring to their kingdom. You know, so if you get stuck in all that, you know, if you can pass all that and get to the New Testament, then you're all right. But right, great book.
Yo, let's get them comments up,
What do you think
yo.
about the New Testament, though?
Let's get them comments
up. I
up.
think that it's all.
I mean, is it a great book, a great story?
Absolutely.
Do you like the story?
The greatest lie ever told.
Do you like it? You like the story?
I don't. I don't like the fact that I was deceived, but that I was deceived by it for as long as I was.
In what way?
I was indoctrinated into believing into a religion, believing into a God by my parents, which is taught in the Bible.
What do you teach your kids?
Well, I don't have custody of my son. He's 13.
I mean, how would you prefer them to be taught?
I would prefer them to be free thinkers as my daughter is. My 28-year-old is a free thinker.
Right.
You know what a free.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I don't agree with that woke. You know that woke. You know,
trying to mold them into being who you want them to be, rather than who they may want to be on their own.
Here's what I got. I got a 13-year-old son by Bishop's daughter. Okay? I was involved with this church, the last church. Let me tell you why I'm not in church. Okay? I've never shared this with anyone. I'm going to share this right now. I have a 13-year-old son that I can't see because his mother...
Smash that like button, y'all. Do me a favor. Hit that like button.
Syndrome. Bitter, broken, you can figure out the last one. Syndrome. Okay? Bitter, broken, B syndrome. Okay? Mm-hmm. It didn't work out with us because at the time I was waiting on disability and she thought I was broke. She thought she's 10 years younger than me. She thought she had a nigga that she could, you know, oh, you can't. She thought she had a brother that, you know, that she could finesse out of his money.
Right.
Okay? And I fell in love with her. Bottom line.
Right.
I fell for the okie doke. She had some good pussy, and I fell for the okie doke.
Okay.
We have.
Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen?
Not a problem.
Well, fuck it. I'll say it myself. Amen.
She took access of my son from me. I got over $8,500 in the court system in South Carolina.
Cheers.
I gave up They sent us to mediation 3 times. I paid for her mediation. She ain't show up. She ain't show up to court.
They hit my Baileys real quick.
I got tired. And I don't want, I'm just going to tell you who I am. I don't want no cracker telling me when I can be a father any damn way.
Right.
Okay? Visitation. The fuck is that? Visitation? This is mine. I take good care of mine. Every month. With no job. I ain't got no job, y'all.
Yeah, I don't know who made that rule up, but it don't seem like it.
No. If you got, no.
I mean, if you got a child, you should be allowed to see your child if your child wants to see you and you wants to see the child.
Right. A loving father.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to go back. She had a kid that was a year old, Jason. This is my white son. I have a white son.
Yeah.
He's 14 years old. I love that kid like he's my own, like he came out of me, and he loved me. He was my first son. That's just how I got, and this is how I fell for the okie doke. I love kids, man. Why? Because my daughter's mother did the same shit. It's a pattern in my last name, Wilkerson. It's a And listen, I tell you what, you believe in generational curses?
Yes, I do.
I don't believe in this shit, but I believe that.
Listen.
Lifestyle habits cause certain consequences.
That's right.
Yeah, most definitely. It don't matter.
And I live the same lifestyle as my father. So I feel that I cursed, when you say air quotes, cursed myself by the lifestyle that I led, which I saw. You follow what I'm saying?
Why do you see it as a curse? Why
Y'all niggas sleep. Y'all sleep. Am I putting y'all to sleep?
Going down the wrong roads, patterns.
When you live a certain way, your lifestyle will catch up with you.
But you skipping over the church thing. You was a part of a church?
Very big. I was a part of many churches.
Like, what was your job in the church?
Pastor, huh?
You was a what?
I've been a youth pastor. I've been a minister of music. I grew up in church. Even when I was in the system as a child, I was raised in the system, foster care and group homes.
Don't you know, and you may not believe this, but I have a pastor named Bruce Williams. If there's pastors out there, good ones too.
When you say good ones,
now what I mean by good ones, I mean dare to do the will of God, as they see in the scripture, right?
Well,
hold on. Let me make this point I'm getting ready to make.
All right, go ahead.
And there's pastors out there, white and black, right now, even women, that were here to see this video, right? And hear you talking, and will be able to feel your pain, right? They would feel your pain, man, and they would know. Wait a minute.
All right.
Pain.
Oh wait, you know what? I do have pain. I do. You're right. Go ahead.
Pain. And see, let me cut you short. Let me make the point first.
All right, go ahead.
They will hear you speak, and this is something you need to get over.
All right.
People will hear you speak and tell your background and how you was raised up in churches, how you was youth ministers and music ministers and stuff.
Almost raped in churches.
And well, whatever that was, that's that. You know, evil presents itself everywhere. Evil's everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know, there's not a place on earth evil is not present. So, my point is this: these people. This is what I feel you need to think on. You got people out there who listen to you, and you know what? They would take your name, and if you got a broadcast or anything, they'll subscribe to it. And they would have one mission, And it's to get you right back on that path that you got up off of.
Yo, every comment on my YouTube channel, they try to, get me back to Christ. You need to go back to Jesus so you can get healed. What is he, a genie?
All right, Mr. Bishop, I want to ask you something else. I want to ask you a series of just small questions, right? Quick answers, like, have you ever been arrested?
Yes, several times.
Okay.
So I was arrested before I was a cop, but because my mama was involved in the police department and the high ups, she got all of that.
Okay, right now, the life you living now, right? Is it a good life, bad life?
It's a bad life because people, all in my comments on my YouTube channel.
You have a YouTube channel?
I do.
What's the name?
What's the name of it?
I believe it's BishopLo on the go.
BishopLo.
BishopLo ONTHEGO, I believe.
Well, I'm going to ask people that is listening to subscribe to your channel to see.
Check me out, y'all.
I'm a
different kind of guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, give you a shout.
I can definitely listen. One thing you're going to get from my channel is motivation.
Can I get an amen?
I'm a legally blind, double amputee.
Can I get an amen?
2-time cancer survivor. I've undergone general anesthesia for surgeries 43 times in my life. Brain cancer, glioblastoma survivor. I get the job done by myself most times. And if I can't get the job done, I can definitely point you in the right direction. So the whole message is I can motivate you.
And I want all my listeners and fans to believe him, take him at his word too. He came down here to Hustle Spirit.
And I'm glad I did, man.
And
I got a new family now.
This is the first time he even met us. And he told me, asked me about a car. I told him I'm in need of one.
I'm going to give Fleece Johnson the car, y'all. I don't know what kind yet, but I'm going to have... He going to have to... Listen, hold on. Let me say this on video now. He going to have to make sure the motherfucker get delivered to him now. I mean, I got a truck and a trailer, but these hills? Hell no. I like 14 times come in. But we going to arrange some transportation. But I'm going to make sure that Fleece gets a vehicle once he gets his license situation straightened out. Because I'm not going to put him in a situation to be unsuccessful with these fucking nasty, corrupt, bastard cops that's out here. I said it.
Not a cussing.
Excuse me. These freaking lawless officers that are out here running around in these streets, I'm not going to put him in a bad situation. But
so,
get a vehicle
you used to be one of them type of
Yes, sir. A filthy one.
And you recognize that they still on the force.
They run the force.
Well, it's comment section dry tonight.
Policeman,
comment
how you
section
feel
dry
about
tonight.
that?
About police?
About not being one.
Oh, I feel horrible about it because I was great at what I did. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to stop somebody from, my health? I had an injury, I sustained an injury. But I still could have been good on the end of workers. It don't matter. But I just don't, I have no respect for police.
What? Let me ask you this. You said you was great at what you did.
Great at what I did. I was great.
How was you great at what you did?
Because I could go in a room like this right here with 6 of your boys and y'all all
so
got
quiet. I don't know if nobody's still in here.
And I walk in there with a 9mm and I back out the building with $130,000 of your money.
Right. But you was also taking drugs.
Yeah, I was getting all that shit off the street. I was putting it back on the street, but I mean.
So why do you say you was great at your job if you was robbing drug dealers, doing drugs, because I was doing what they taught me to do. The fuck? Okay. I was following instructions. I did great. So I was the best. You did great by their rules. Yeah. But somebody like me.
Yeah, but see, once you get pitched, you know what I'm saying? You no longer once you know it. It's a nasty system, bro. You see
where I have trouble saying you did a great job from a civilian's point of view.
Right.
Now, you like you said, you was going by the rules.
Your point of view is you dirty mother. You was doing everything you wasn't supposed to. I heard you were great. I hear you. I feel like you. But in my mind, I was doing what I was told to do, what I was taught to do. I just didn't give them what they were supposed to get. Oh, I'm sorry. That's where I oopsie. Okay, I'll keep this for me. 100% of this is mine if I take it.
Because I'm thinking police that's doing a great job goes by the rules that the civilians know about. We don't know about.
Y'all got a whole other set of rules.
Right. Yeah. And that's what that's the same thing I explained to Fleece about when he talks about prison life.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect for us to believe in the same rules you believe in because we was never there.
Right.
So that's why I'm asking you to kind of break it down on why you felt like you was a great cop and somebody like me, like, well, I like you as a person, but it didn't sound like you was a great cop by what we perceive cop rules to be.
I lived in a $2.3 million house, making $47,000 a year as a salary. I did great. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Don't that speak of criminal though?
Absolutely criminal. Yes, sir. I was a felon. I said that. I was a felonious kid. I'm very honest about what I did.
Yes, he is.
And the crazy part is, listen, y'all, I'm not free from prosecution from a lot of the things that I've done. So for me to be sitting here telling y'all this is crazy, diabolical work. But it's for the community. You know, I need you people to understand that these police ain't for us. Okay? The whole police system, y'all need to Google it, was created to catch the niggas, the slaves that got away. That's why the whole police department everywhere was created.
Right, but we modernized now.
It's never been modernized. What are you talking about?
Listen.
They slaying us more now than they did back. Well,
I know
we know about it now because we got the internet.
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet back then.
But do you think, when you look at the totality, you know, we use, when we go by totality, we don't go by small numbers. We go by the totality. Most part, out of all the policemen in this country.
Listen, hold on. If the doctor say to you, you got 100 cells in your body, right?
Right.
45% of them are cancerous.
Right.
That's almost half.
Right.
The hell with the totality of the 100. I got to deal with this 40. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you, Fleece?
A lot of sense.
Yeah, man. Fuck the totality. We got to deal with this shit that's out here.
Hold on. Okay. Now, let's say, for instance, I was a ruler. Somebody big like that.
Like a Trump?
Yeah.
All right.
How would I prefer that the country be, right? I would prefer that we have a police force to help out on the crime and stuff like
you
that,
said the
right?
crime?
No, help out
crime.
with crime.
I got you, okay.
And doing things, you know, we have an economy.
Right.
And we need protection. You know, we need a police force. We need all the forces we got now. We would need them. And I would be in agreement with that. And I would be I would be able to understand that out of all the policemen we have after doing their job, I wouldn't put trust in all of them to be good because I know they ain't.
You can't.
And I know it's a whole lot of bad ones, right?
Please, let me ask you.
Nah, hold up.
Do you trust yourself?
No, I don't.
Exactly. Why the would you trust a damn politician?
It's ain't about trust. It's about...
You use the word trust just
Okay, it's my apology.
All right.
What I want to say is this is about perspective, right? Like, I believe, I have a nephew that is a policeman. He's a detective in Atlanta. Now listen.
Lord, you just say he's a detective in Atlanta?
He's
a crooked bastard.
Okay, he's a
Lord,
okay.
I love your nephew now, hopefully.
Okay.
He's a great guy, but he's a crooked bastard.
He's the number one detective.
Oh, he's the number one crook in the police department in Atlanta. That's all I'm hearing. Go ahead.
That's my nephew.
Yeah, love you, nephew. What's up, cousin? You's a crook, nigga. Go ahead. You said number one detective? How the fuck you think he became the number one detective? By breaking assignment here done. Here you go.
Doing a good job, man.
Okay, he's doing a good job, all right.
He's a great man. He would love you too.
Hey,
man.
listen. Hey, I go to Atlanta a lot.
He would love you. I'm serious.
Hold on now. I go to Atlanta a lot. So, hey, remember.
He comes down.
I'm your cousin. What's his name?
You, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff. Remember Bishop. Let me go.
Jeffrey Church.
Because I'm going to ride through smoking. Well, go ahead.
He's a great guy, man.
I bet he is.
I'm serious. He's a guy that I don't even know how he really became a detective, right?
Why you say that? What characteristics does he have that would make him?
Just beautiful spirit, man. Just a good man, good to everybody.
I got a beautiful spirit.
I'm talking, yeah, you're a good man. I'm talking about good.
Spirit,
and
but when I had that badge, I was a whole nother nigga.
And his job is mainly to what he investigated just murders. People that he's a homicide detective.
Okay. I wasn't.
He only get closure for the family. Find out who killed their loved one. That's his job.
He one of the ones you would see on the first 48 consoling the family.
Nah, he don't. His team goes to first 48. He don't go there.
No, I'm just saying he's one of the ones. You said
yeah,
his team.
His team.
All right, good.
His team plays on.
So why you bring up this great guy?
Because I want people to know that
out there
I used to hate.
Who? Your nephew?
No, policemen with a passion. I'm talking about men with a passion.
I don't use the word hate, but I have a.
No, I can use. That's what I hear this.
I was just in police custody in August.
And so, but knowledge. You know, I stand by the truth, man. And I know that all white people ain't dead. All black people ain't dead. All Jews ain't dead. All Russians.
Well, I got white heritage. Man.
All Chinese. But I know there's a lot of bad in these bunch.
It's bad in the people, period.
Yeah.
In the human species.
So all I want you to know.
Your Bible says man born of woman shall be fucked up. That's what it says. It says shall have many troubles in their days.
Hey, let me ask you.
It says right there.
I want to ask you something, though. I'm glad I'm talking to you.
I'm glad I met you.
Because you can help me out on something.
All right.
There's a pastor that comes on YouTube named Geno Jennings.
I love Geno Jennings. I don't.
You do?
I love Geno Jennings. You know why? Hold on. Let me digress. Geno Jennings is a unique character. Much like myself, okay? I do not agree with that shit he says about women shouldn't be in the pulpit and all that. He says a lot of shit that's crazy out there. Plus, he was fucking his secretary. Plus, he was screwing his secretary for about 7 years. So, he's just a unique individual. I rocks with Geno Jennings.
What do you think about T.D. Jakes?
First of all, my opinion means nothing. But in my opinion, I've called him TD Snakes from the time he was Theodore Dexter with the big ass gap and the fro and all that.
Yeah.
Back when he was any preacher of prosperity. You can go straight to hell, sir, man. Yeah.
Right.
That's where you're going. So I have no respect for clergy of the prosperity gospel. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
And anything that comes, like that little stroke, take the mic, the stroke he had a couple of weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? That was a diversion, okay? Because you don't have a stroke, and then 11 hours and 43 minutes later, you in a damn courtroom trying to sue somebody for saying that you groped his nuts, a grown man. Let's Listen, the spirit of pedophilia, there's no corner of this earth. I go to the hills of Kentucky, the foothills of Allegheny County. If you a pedophile, I'm coming for your ass.
Yeah.
That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? Only because of my personal trauma.
Period.
Right.
That shit.
Legally
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Now, I want all my reasons. Would you say your name again?
My government name?
No, your
YouTube channel?
Yeah.
BishopLo on the go, BISHOP.
Now, y'all done heard the bishop,
Mhm.
and y'all got him, hey, he had me on his road.
And hold on, I gotta do this. I am not a bishop in the traditional sense of the word bishop. Okay, like I'm going to somebody's church and I'm going to start a church here and start a church there. I'm BishopLo. You see this brand right here on my forehead? I've been wearing this brand since I was 19 years old, down to my drawers. I got bishops. You know this, people, but you don't know that's where BishopLo came from, and it's a nickname that I've had since I was like 19, 20 years old.
So, do your YouTube channel have where your viewers can talk to you as we talking?
I have live capability. I have 3 people in this world that's fooling with me on YouTube. I don't know where they at. I've had a YouTube supporter. I call them supporters. I don't call them subscribers. I feel calling them subscribers is disrespectful. If you choose to fool with me, you supported me in one way or another.
Right.
So I've had 3 supporters. I got 3 pair of polo gloves from one subscriber. I got a toilet for my van, for my conversion van, from a YouTube supporter. I was screwed up recently in New York. Didn't have a pot to piss in the window. Thought I was out there bad. And a YouTube supporter sent me $50 on Cash App. So I believe that the universe takes care of its own. Yeah, I take care of everybody. I promise you.
Yeah, I
make
believe
sure
that
everybody's
too.
all right.
And you're a very interesting person to talk to, man. And I love hearing you talk. And I'm pretty sure people out there would like to do the same. You got something to say?
Yeah, I wanted to get more into. We talked about it on the streaming thing that the streaming thing that when I streamed the interview last time. I want you to explain, because this is the similar thing that you have with Fleece.
Hold on. See the difference between talking to Big Lee and Fleece? See, now I feel like I'm sitting in front of my damn supervisor that I used to have, Rocky. His name was Rocky and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was the chief interrogator.
Yeah.
You are built for this shit, sir. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. I want you to explain a little more of your childhood, because I interview a lot of people, and the things they have in common is trouble at home, trouble with their parents, trouble in school, foster
had trouble in
parents.
school.
Okay.
It was always, I was reading on the 12th grade. Well, my father had me reading Hebrew and Greek at 6 or 7 years old. So I was reading on a post-college level at the 4th grade.
Okay.
So I've always been that guy, which is why I got in trouble at school, because I was bored.
Okay, so you maintained school.
Absolutely.
But it was still...
I had no choice. Otherwise, the brutal beatings that I would receive, I had no choice.
Okay. But
from mother and father.
You spent time in foster care, right?
I spent many years in foster care and group home until I went into a residential treatment facility.
And you was able to maintain good good grades?
They kept skipping my grade, which is why I graduated high school early.
Okay.
Because you have to take placement tests as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And depending upon your score is where they put you grade-wise.
Right.
So you can't put a 10-year-old in high school. You know what I'm saying? So they can advance you. They can advance you. Huh? I just can't see. I'm sorry. I'm blind, y'all. Did you say? No. Yeah. So they can't advance you but so far. So they skip me a grade. That's why I graduated high school early.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I was a smart boy. You know, I was a smart little nigga. They couldn't outsmart me. I promise you that shit.
So when you, I'm great to ask probably a stupid question because I just don't know.
No question is stupid.
If you're in a group home, I know you're not. When you're in a group home like that, are you still getting on the bus to go to school? Are you going to school?
Yo, what up, fam? What up, fam?
School. Nah, but they had a group home as a van.
Okay.
And they have staff that work there, and the staff. Well, when I was in Nyack High School, I took. Oh, I had an L. I had a 79 group of L and shit. But no, you can take city. I saw buses out there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got some nice. I used to drive them buses in Durham, North Carolina. Same bus, Orion buses. But you can take the city bus or the group home with staff will take you in the van.
So you're still going to public school even though you're in group home?
Yeah, there's no school in the group. The group home is just a house in the just a regular looking house.
Okay.
In a city setting.
Now you maintain your grades, but did everybody else? Did most of the guys maintain their grades in there?
When you in the group home?
Yeah.
I guess they were in their proper grades. I don't. I was a loner. I'm an introvert, so I don't know.
I was always curious because
I know DMX was in there in the residential treatment.
The rapper that passed away.
Yeah, Earl. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was a classmate, and we used to smoke cigarettes behind the church in the stairwell.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
But what
name of the place? I'm gonna drop the name.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Children's Village, Dobbs Ferry, New York, Echo Hills. Telephone number 914-693-0600, I believe. I'm 49 years old. I've had brain cancer. I've had 4 glioblastoma tumors removed from my head January 2021 for my birthday, and I still remember that telephone number. It fucking traumatized me.
That's the place you said it was filled with
pedophiles.
Yeah.
I had to say it. Cat Williams said it on damn shit. Auntie Shay Shay, so I'm gonna say it. I had to say it.
Auntie Shay Shay,
asshole.
You said Auntie Shay Shay?
You know that. You know that.
Come on.
Gay as hell, man.
I don't know. I don't believe that.
You know Auntie gay as hell, man. You do believe that, and you need to stop it.
I don't believe that, man.
Hey, please. One man walk around Sasha. First of all, you ain't gonna be as close as you are to me as no personal assistant, bro. The fuck are you doing? We out here matching outfits, bro. You gotta go. You gotta leave this earth. If somebody see me and you in some damn Coliseum in matching outfits, I got a Birkin bag.
That was his fashion.
Here comes that fashion, my ass.
That was his fashion guy, man.
God, brother. Damn with that shit. You don't believe that, and you ain't gonna make me believe it.
I do believe it. I believe he's a straight.
So you don't believe that he's a bisexual or curious?
No, I don't.
You don't believe that he dropped that sex tape in order to save his masculinity?
I do believe he did that, but I don't believe he's. I believe there were so many people saying it.
Why do you believe he's not?
I just hate to pin it on somebody when I don't know.
What's good, Yeti? What's the deal, Yeti?
I just hate to pin it on somebody I don't know.
You don't have concrete proof?
Yeah.
So none of this matter is.
This is when Fleece Johnson interviewed me.
He don't act like a woman, like an old church bitch. They like the gossip, like the old Catholic hen.
No.
What's good with you, Yeti? Welcome.
He don't act like he's like he's the hardest man in the world or something. But
come on, man.
I can't put that on him.
That's my belief.
I can't put that on him. I have a problem. I have a problem with put that on somebody when I don't know.
Well, see, now hold on.
Because that's powerful.
Well, I grew up around it, so I can identify certain things.
And Fleece can too.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I get it.
Told me he was. Hear me, kid. I'm good. They got family.
You know something. You know the great thing about the life, you can believe what you want to.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
And I'm not knocking nobody for believing. I'm just saying personally,
right.
When I hear snitch and gay, and when I hear those things, I try not to really follow that category without saying, yeah, that's me.
With the deception. That's what I'm not with. The deception.
Because some people can just dislike a person and try to put.
Oh, I could care less about what you.
I actually think it's more homosexual.
I like his personality. I like him as a person.
Shay. Yeah. But he's a great interviewer. I mean,
but he's gay.
Yeah.
I just think it's more people.
And big old
It's more people.
Hey,
acting
put a
like
one
these
in the
married
comments if you
men
think
that's
Auntie
gay
Shay
than
Shay
ones
is gay
that
as
You
hell.
see little bitty
Shannon Sharp,
perks
put a
and
one in the comments if you think
personality. I
Shannon
believe it's
Sharp
the
gay as
people
hell.
that you.
Kirk Franklin gay. I don't know why he don't just come up.
He done said it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
When did he say it?
Kirk Franklin already admitted about a couple months ago.
Yeah, did y'all ever hear
That he like
Bishop
the
LeMore
thing.
Whitehead? He's a preacher that got robbed on
The one that got robbed for his jewelry in New York.
yeah, he doing 9 years right now.
He set up the robbery or something.
Yeah, we used to stand together, son, in Brooklyn. What you talking about?
The one that had $1 million worth of jewelry in church.
First of all, the jewelry was not real.
Mm.
He had it insured. He had real jewelry. He had it insured. He got rid of that. Had some fake jewelry made that's exactly like it. Now ask me how I know all this.
How?
I just told you we used to scam in the fucking 90s before I became. I might have even been a matter of fact, I was already a cop.
Oh.
My mama will tell you that I was the scam king. I was the
You
best.
had to be making $47,000 a year living in a $2 million house.
6 family. I was getting rent.
Mm.
Yeah, I had tenants. Okay? Well, what I'm saying is I was the scam king until I pinched my uncle. My uncle was the vice president of Citibank.
Right.
I was going in there. I was washing checks. I was doing a real something. I don't know. I was doing something. I was getting checks.
Yeah.
And I was washing them. This is in 96.
For the people that don't know, you was washing them to reuse them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just making sure they know.
Yeah. I was scamming.
The ink was coming off and he's putting new ink on them.
Made a whole, put new account, typed in new account numbers and all. I was proficient with it. Okay? My mama will tell you, yo, listen, when I was staying, I got out at 16, right? Okay. In my room, in the closet, she said she found thousands of account numbers. She said she knew that, but she just couldn't turn me in. You know what I'm saying? She still let me become a cop. So what I'm saying is I was a scammer. And we scammed. My whole point is we did this together in the 90s.
And you scammed
me
with
and Bishop LeMore Whitehead.
New York fans.
You seen him before?
I know who you talking about.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Felice know.
He wear all kind. He wore all kind of. Yo, he was doing it though. He should have gave it up when he got the crib in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Let that go, bro. Now you got to figure out a way to maintain this shit. See, these niggas be getting. Greed will always pinch you in your nuts, sir, ma'am. It's gonna always get you. Greed gonna take you down.
Yeah.
Every time. But back to my childhood, you said?
Yeah. And I'm trying to draw a line in
How I became a cop and
Well,
had such a foul childhood.
well for parents out there who's not doing the right thing by their kids at home, what they're setting them up for. And I ain't saying you should spoil your
Well,
kids
see,
and all
now,
that.
I can't do that because if you look at from the outside looking in, my parents did the right thing. My father was a reverend, bishop. My mother was a minister in the church, minister of music and songstress.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I say it though.
Okay, go ahead.
You also said your father had you down in the basement.
Torturing me.
Right. So I can't say he did the right thing.
No, I mean,
it is an
from
over
a traditional standpoint from the outside looking in, you would think.
Okay.
You wouldn't know what's going on behind them doors. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. So really those problems at home, like we was talking about the beatings. When I told you I never got every whooping I got, I deserved, and I knew it. And Felice was like, I got something I didn't deserve. Yeah, it's gonna turn you a certain type of way if you getting beat
Yeah, I was a
and
little
you
thief
don't.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I took my mother's jewelry, $40,000 ring, and gave it to some little black girl in PS 161. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I stole my mother's Oldsmobile Omega at 7 years old in 1983.
Okay,
well, driving to school.
Well, what we're talking about is the making of a crook.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
For you to be doing that at 7,
right?
Shit, at 7 years old.
7. I was already smoking cigarettes. I had cocaine at 7, bro. At 9.
I remember you
in
told me.
St. Stephen, South Carolina.
I remember you told
was
me.
hooked from my uncle, the car dealer.
Okay, so from the outside looking in, how did your parents do The right thing. In your eyes, from the outside looking in, how would you say
Looking
that
back
they did?
now,
Yeah.
the best thing they did was put me in the system. My mother, the best thing she did was put me in the system. Had she not put me in the system, I would not be able to deal with her today.
How do you let? And this is my problem.
Mm-hmm.
How do you let a 7-year-old? Because his story is the same.
I actually have the answer to this question. Fleece told me earlier, y'all out there, that what'd you say, Fleece, about me, my answering capabilities?
Yeah.
You said I have an answer for everything, or I think I have an answer for everything. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
I don't. I'm a humble guy. I'm just a novice at this whole thing called life. But you said,
How do parents?
you notice my inability to focus. Stay off drugs, y'all.
How do parents let a 7-year-old?
Right. I got the perfect answer. If you go and watch my YouTube video of my latest interactions with my mother, she answered that question herself because I asked her that.
Enlighten me.
How did you let me go at 7 years old? You know what she said?
What's that?
She wanted to do what you wanted to do. That shit blew me.
Now I said that
It
to say.
blew me.
I said that to say to back up. How was your parents doing the right thing then?
They didn't.
But you said
They
from
did
the
right
outside
thing by
looking
putting-
in.
Oh yeah, and you would think.
You would
Because
think.
I got this preacher.
I wouldn't think.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No.
Look
If I see
a successful with a nice house.
yeah, but if I see a 7-year-old, I can
Oh, no,
understand
nobody
7.
saw that. That
Okay.
wasn't seen.
Okay.
Nobody. Oh,
Nobody seen you stealing cars and
nobody. No, I didn't steal cars. I stole my mama's car.
and her jewelry, right?
Well, I did steal cars actually when I was.
Okay. I've raised kids.
Okay.
So it would be virtually impossible
For your 7-year-old to get away with, to get out with your car.
and me I leave my keys sitting there, but to run amok in a way.
Oh, yeah, just listen, man. My father was running a church. This is another message. You just pulling messages and nuggets out me like, this is another message. My father was running a church. The fuck he care about a kid? I got a church to run. I gotta make this money so I can take care of you niggas.
When I was young going to church, you know who would be at church with their father that was a minister? His kids. How was you left outside the church? Your father's running the church?
No, I was in the church.
I
grew up in church.
No. I'm saying you said your father was in church, which pulled him out of the house.
Oh yeah.
The preacher at the church I went to,
Mm-hmm.
his kids were the same age I was.
Mm-hmm.
They were at the church with him,
Mm-hmm.
and the mother after she got off from work or whatever she was doing. Why wasn't you at the church with him when he was at church after you got out of school or whatever?
Oh, where did I get the time?
Yes.
That shit, say that, nigga. Damn, you got me up on this, he's asking me. Oh, I made the time, nigga. When you are dedicated to a criminal life.
You 7, you not making time yourself.
Yes, I was, bro.
You get in the car with me and we going.
Nah,
it ain't no choices at that point.
Okay, my dad wasn't like that.
Okay.
My pops wasn't like
Okay.
that. That's why I tell you I don't know the man.
Okay.
I buried a man I don't even know, man. I'm hearing all these stories about this nigga. Yo, he paid for this kid's college. He paid for this kid's college. I'm like, who? Where? I found 6 siblings when my biological father, the Reverend, died. 6. I found in his paperwork. I had to go to all of them to try to have these sorry motherfuckers sign off on paperwork for his debt. Because the nigga, he died in debt.
Now let's back up again.
Come on.
Now we're getting to what I was saying.
All right.
2 parents.
2 parents.
He's in church.
He in church.
And in a lot of other women's houses.
Plenty. Nigga, that's why I wasn't with him.
Your mother,
he was too busy fucking.
that's right. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's why you wasn't in church
I
with
was
him.
sugarcoating this shit. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
you want it raw.
Yes.
Oh,
because we done already
Papa
surpassed monetization on this video a long time ago. No, we can go now. We might as well just go now.
Oh, okay, well, guess what?
Yeah.
Papa was a fucking whore.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I found 6 siblings when the nigga died.
Yo, what up, Lo-Fi?
You hear venom in my voice? I'm mad at that motherfucker.
What's good
to
with
this
you, Lo-Fi?
day.
Appreciate the
You
gift.
died in
Appreciate the
debt,
gift.
sir. Okay? Your fucking deacons took $480,000 out of your bank account before you died after they stuck your ass in a nursing home. Okay? You lived this foul-ass life, abusing women. This is why I fucking changed. Because I saw where my daddy was going years ago. And this is when I became a clean, stand-up nigga that's going to tell the truth regardless. Okay? You died in debt, bro. I had to fucking take a loan out on my truck to bury your ass. That's what happened. Because he was the preacher.
Now, saying that we discussed all that. Now, I want to back up again because I don't understand, even from the outside looking in, because people are on the outside looking in, but they know what's going on too. It still comes down
people
to
like, my aunts and uncles and all that, you mean?
your aunts, uncle, people at the church.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people knew what was going on.
Cousin, excuse me.
Okay.
I need to address my cousin who made a comment on your video.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, Cookie, you one of the motherfuckers that probably could have saved my ass. But yet, you want to put the Browns, see, because I know some Browns, my family are Browns. I know some motherfucking Browns you don't want to meet. They meet the Browns shit? I know some Browns you don't want to meet. Okay? I know some Browns who was a bunch of fucking cokeheads, a bunch of goddamn whores. Okay? Back in the day now, they're all deacons and then I want to be a preacher so goddamn bad, this Stephen motherfucker, but he ain't gonna never make it. Because he's a crook at heart. You know what I'm saying? My uncle. He was a car dealer for 40 years. Retired multi-millionaire. I can't get $10 to get my fucking insulin next week if I was laying on his curb. Dying. Rock out with my cock out. That's how he lived. He can't keep his dick to himself to save his life. And so they gave him chance after chance. But that's what I was raised by. Brown. They Browns.
We're getting to what I was saying about this 7-year-old running amok.
Yeah. I was raised by that shit, bro. I was raised by a
there was no guidance at all.
Zero.
Yeah.
The streets guided me.
Yeah.
I'm for the streets, man. I'm telling you, that's how I grew up. Cocaine is at 9 years old?
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Right.
How did I get the cocaine? Ask me. Somebody in this fucking room asked me how I got the cocaine.
How did you get the cocaine?
So I had an uncle. God damn it. He sold cars in South Carolina. And he was a cocaine addict. He'll tell you right to this motherfucker day. You find him passed out in the house, his nose full of cocaine, bloody the motherfucker. So he had this 76 Corvette, red. I known cars since I was this tall. I've been a car fanatic since I was that tall. That's why I stole my mama's so young. He had this candy red 76 Corvette. And we was living at my grandmother's house, because in St. Stephen, South Carolina, I used to spend the summers with my grandmother. Because that's what black mothers did back in the day.
That vet might have been white. That 76 Corvette might have been white. I can't remember if it was red or white. I know I had a red one.
Yeah.
I love my mama. I loved my daddy. But they were some fucked up people back in the day.
76 Corvette Stingray.
See, that's why I can't receive this Christianity shit. How was they so fucked up back then? And now you want me to, listen to a scripture from you. Are you kidding me? Cuss me out. Or something. Knock me upside the fucking head so I know you still the same person. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this damn Corvette, this nigga Archie running back and forth in the my grandmother's door. She yelling, screaming at me, thinking it's me running this out the door. I'm in here. I'm a fat kid. I'm in here eating Dunkin'. I'll tell you like it. You know them black and white cookies?
Yeah.
I used to dunk them in Tropicana fruit punch.
Wow.
Till they get soggy. That's why I got fucking diabetes. And then I had diabetes at 10. And they failed me everywhere. He ended up the Corvette. I said, what is he doing? When I had my opportunity, I was in and out that damn Corvette I was too. Damn it, you go in, I'm going out. Can I say something? Wait. And I had my first hit of cocaine at 9 years old. Right? And was hooked.
This is freestyle. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I listened to you, man. I said back to I couldn't stop laughing because
I ain't trying to be
I
funny.
know now. I know what type of thief he was. He was.
I was a good one. I tell you that. What?
He was an irritating. He was one of them irritating thieves, right? Irritating. I mean, he's so good at it.
I'll help you find that shit. Come on, let's look. I don't know where that ring is, man. I swear I don't know where that ring is.
Man.
The only way she got that ring back, the little girl mother called the school.
Yeah.
Like, when the hell did somebody... She was going to keep the ring, she said.
So, did you know the school asked the teachers to ask the students in that class, and it was me.
And when my mother went to look, it was a piece she would have never missed. That's the crazy part.
She had that much jewelry.
Yeah, she had a lot of... She was a black church first lady. Back in...
And your father had to keep her happy because he was out here, he was moving around.
Yeah.
Moving around.
Yeah, back trying to throw out.
6 siblings, sir, that I found out about.
There's probably more. Yeah. And all that shit's on YouTube too. When I discovered it, found out all this, all.
That's on your channel.
Yeah, all from back in the day. I had another page. I gotta find it. I had with my other email. They do it by email address or something like that. And I gotta get access to that email.
Yeah, email. I think they do phone number too. Depending on what you set it up with.
Because I had my white grandmother on that page too. And that's the last memories I have of mine. Okay, so boom. Can I say something else?
Yeah.
So I had a grandmother, Thelma Lee Bailey. Y'all can Google it. She lived 100 years old, Enterprise, Alabama. Thelma Lee Bailey. White woman. Look black. She white. So my daddy hid her from me.
Is that his mother?
His mother.
Okay.
So he white.
So he was mixed.
Correct. He's very light skinned. I got a picture of him. I'll send you a picture.
Who, your daddy?
My daddy was very light, yeah. 6'9", 500 pounds. He was ashamed that his mama was white. His mama was raped by the mayor of Enterprises in Alabama.
I don't know.
My grandmama was fucking the mayor, who was married. My father came out of that union. He was ashamed of his heritage from the beginning. So for 46 years, I went for 46 years. No, I went for, who was I when I found? I found her in 17. When he died, I found her.
To tell her that he's passed away. Is that what you...
Tell who?
Is your grandmother? Is that why you...
My grandmother. My fucking grandmother was dead. I was told that my whole fucking life. So I see Thelma Lee Bailey and my pops, because pops still had Rolodexes.
A bitch rat.
No, I ain't found no bitch. I found a Rolodex.
Yeah.
His mama's number.
Full of women too.
I got Rolodexes, sir. And he used to have, and I knew he had identifying marks. Like with the mothers, I cross-referenced, because I was a detective, they trained me. I cross-referenced a lot of shit, and I see certain pieces of information with this one, knowing you put a star, knowing that a child was born out of this relationship. So if you got a star, you had a child by him. So what was I talking about? What my hand looking like this? What's in my
You was going through his Rolodex.
Rolodex. I see Thelma Lee Bailey, my grandmother's name. I'm like, damn, this is me. Boop, 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 boop. My Aunt Emma picks up the phone. I didn't even know I had a fucking Aunt Emma. Who the hell are you? I said, yeah, hello, I'm looking for Thelma Lee Bailey. Who is this? My name is John Wilkinson. John? This don't sound like you. I'm like, it's me. She thinking it's my father. Because they ain't spoken so many years. Because that's my father's cousin, Emma. I call her Aunt Emma, right? She ain't my aunt. She my damn second cousin. My grandmother adopted her. You know how they...
Yeah.
Mama sends you with you. If you can't have this motherfucker, send her to the grandma, send her to Big Mama. So he always resented her, which is why I never even knew about her, because she was the favorite child now, because the mama adopted her. There's a bunch of sick motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's really, back in the day, there's some sick people.
Yeah.
So long story short, he hid my grandmother from me for 40 years. And I found out about my grandmother when he died. So I went and drove Franklin, Tennessee. Right here, not too far. I went and found her, went to meet her, and got locked up in Tennessee. It was a long story, but I found her. She told me everything. She told me all the stories. She thought I was him because she had dementia. She thought she was speaking to her son, so she's speaking to me like she's speaking to her son over the years. And when I told her, when I finally revealed it, I said, I'm your grandson. This was like the third day I was there because I rented a hotel room and everything. Took dogs with me in my beds and all that shit. It was an event. I'm going to meet my grandma who'd been dead. She's alive again. So, long story short, I met her. She told me everything. And I lived 40 years without a grandmother because black people back in the days like to hide their dirt. So, message, don't hide your shit, people, in these family secrets.
Right.
It's horrible, man.
Yeah, it is.
Let that shit out. That's the only way you can heal. Your family or whatever y'all got going on is going to forever have to deal with that. And if you don't learn the lesson in that tragedy, you're destined to repeat it. That's all.
That is right.
Let that shit go.
You got anything else you want to say except stay free and we got to have you back there.
Hey, stay out of prison, man.
Yeah, we do.
And stay out. See, first you got to stay out the custody of the police. That's going to lead you to prison. See, you're lucky if you get to prison now. Am I lying?
Lucky you that.
Prison is a luxury rather than that casket they're going to have to put you in.
Easy
For fooling with these police,
man.
man. Because these police will kill you, man. I don't know if you know it or not. They will kill you. Because oh shit. That's it. Because the police number one belief is I got to get home to my family.
And we running out of bed cells.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow Mr. BishopLo on the go on his YouTube page. And y'all have a good evening.
Church!
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Copart here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. So let's jump into this video today and see what we find. We're going to take just a really quick walkthrough of what I like to call the carnage section. These are the vehicles that are just so far gone and really mostly beyond recognition. Now, obviously, you don't know the story behind these, and hopefully everybody that was involved is okay. And all of that stuff. We wish everybody well, but you kind of can't help but see these things sometimes, and you just kind of, you know, it's just amazing, especially looking at these burnt aluminum vehicles where they melt to nothing. There's nothing left. I mean, everything just disappears. You have a good chunk of the engine left, but I mean, not much. Everything else is gone. Everything. Fenders, gone. The entire body of the truck is gone. And when you see this, it kind of makes you realize how little metal, like real metal, is being used, like steel, is being used in cars today. Because take a look at this. This is all what used to be the body. This is all the melted aluminum. You've got steel for your seats. You've got a little bit of steel for your dashboard. You've got steel for your firewall, and obviously steel frame. After that, I mean, the rest of it's just aluminum. It's lightweight, I get it, but it's like, good Lord, man, these things they're kind of weak. You know what I mean? They're really kind of weak looking. We've got obviously your horribly bad accidents that just I hate seeing things like this, man. And the way people drive these days, you know, again, we're not speculating as to fault or anything like that. It's just as someone that's on the road all the time, I drive a lot. The way people drive around here is absolutely, it's just absolutely terrifying the way people act out here. You know, everybody's entitled, everybody owns the road, and it seems like nobody cares if they hurt you or if they even hurt themselves or their own family. Like, people are, people have gotten really aggressive, guys, and unfortunately, you know, you end up seeing a lot of stuff like this out here at the auction, and it's probably good I came here. I haven't been here in a while, you know. But you see this kind of stuff at the auction, and at least for me, it gives me a reality check where it's like, man, it is so dangerous out here. Like, people take driving cars way too lightly, man. It is a very serious responsibility. One of these days, I want to bring Nick with me out here just to, you know, let him come out and actually see for himself what can happen, you know, if you're being careless or if somebody else is being careless. Like, it is so important not only to make sure that you're driving in a safe manner, but you should always check your mirrors. I am always looking in my mirrors to see if somebody is coming around me that might be doing something stupid, because you have got to be vigilant, man, because these other people out here, they just don't care. This, we've seen this before, this thing is freaking awesome. Old Challenger that somebody did a little bit, tiny bit of custom work to, I think, guys. It's a factory supercharger. Anyway, there's your little look at the carnage stuff that they got out here. Now let's go take a look at some cars that might be worth bidding on. Definitely not everybody's favorite car, but if it's got the little, oh heck, I don't remember, 1.4 liter is what it used to be. It's got that little turbo 1.4, man. I absolutely love a Chevy Cruze, and I won't spend a lot of time on it because I know 99% of you guys don't like it. I'm looking at these wheels, and it looks like an RS, which would have a 1.8 liter. It's an LTZ. LTZ, I would assume, has the turbo engine. Hold on, somebody's calling me. Oh, it's my buddy Paul over at Mako probably calling to tell me that my 66 Ford Galaxy is done. Yep, the 66 Galaxy is ready, which means that is some fresh content for you guys coming. I think you guys are gonna like it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Is this a repo? This one is Westlake Financial Services. So yeah, this is most likely repo. It has 2 keys though, so it's almost like somebody surrendered the keys. Maybe they voluntarily surrendered the car. Tires are completely shot. Body damage to the hood. Body damage over here. There's body damage in the back. It has got a big scratch straight down the side. Clear coat peeling on the. I mean, it's rough. It's probably got a lot of miles on it. Yeah. It's a 1.4 liter turbo. At least I think. It's been so long since I've messed with one of these. I think it's a 1.4 liter. Yeah, 1.4 liter. All right. It's got an interstate battery, so it looks like somebody, you know, at some point at least, loved this little car. And another phone call. Oh boy, hopefully this is the locksmith calling me to make keys for my car. As I was saying, interstate battery. You don't typically spend money on an interstate battery unless you actually love your car. Here's another thing I look for. If you're looking at any of these older GMs, 1.4 Ecotec, there's some things that I always look for on these cars because I absolutely love them. Everybody hates them. I love them. I think they are relatively simple to work on. Parts are cheap. These are just great econo box cars. But when I'm looking at something like this, like always, when I open the hood, my eyes always gravitate towards a battery. All right, if I see a Walmart battery, fine. You know, it's fine if somebody uses a Walmart battery. I use them too. But if I see an interstate battery or like a Duracell or something, I see it. It's like, okay, somebody went a step above, right, on something like a battery. So they probably tried to take a little bit better care of their car. Next, obviously, you check the oil, and yep, it's got oil, and it looks relatively clean. That's another good sign as well. Now, on these GMs, these Ecotec Turbo 1.4s, the first thing I look at after all that is the level of the coolant, because these cars are notorious for leaking coolant. Okay, they obviously can leak out of the water pump, but the main place I find them leaking at is always the thermostat housing, and it's kind of buried down here. It's got hoses all over it, man, and that thing will leak all over the transmission. So I always just peek down here. You guys probably can't see because of how bright it is, but you see the transmission right down there? No coolant on it anywhere. That's good. I mean, somebody's had to have fixed that, because that is just a problem that occurs over and over again with these cars. Next thing I look at are these, what are these? The VVT, the variable valve timing. These are like the solenoids over here. These things will typically just pour oil over time, you'll see oil all over the place. This one is completely dry. This one is seeping, but it's fine. It's not actually leaking oil anywhere. It's just seeping down. This one's completely dry, so that's good too. These things are also notorious for intake manifolds for the PCV system. You can hear them when you start rattling around and stuff. Not a horrible deal to do the intake or the valve cover. Unfortunately, when the PCV fails, it's an entire valve cover. You can't just change a PCV valve. You got to pop off the whole cover and change it, and you really are supposed to change the intake manifold too. It's a job you're supposed to do kind of all together. I know it sounds awful, but I mean, the parts really aren't that expensive. The work is not really that hard to do. It's not labor intensive or anything. Even a turbocharger on these isn't too bad. Does this have push to start? Where the... Oh, engine... Yeah, she's dead. All right. No big deal. Whoa, miles. Holy crap. July of 2024, 217,000 miles. That's what I'm talking about, man. This is also interesting. This being an LTZ model, this is supposed to be like top of the line, top trim. It's got the cheesy, cheap radio. Normally, you got the bigger screen, the whatever it was called, the My something. You got a much bigger screen in the upper trim levels, and this one has like a base model stereo in it. Well, whatever. I like the car. I'm going to put a jump start on it real quick, and we're going to see what it is. Tires are bald, too. That is concerning. Tires. If I could get this thing, listen, I know you guys are laughing, like, why would you look at this piece of junk? These really are not bad cars. This one doesn't look great, but it could make somebody just a great basic A to B car, especially if it's got working air conditioning. You know, it's got working AC. Somebody could use a car like this. You know what I mean? Somebody could use a cheap, economical, daily driver. The other thing that makes this appealing to me is the fact that it's old, it's high mileage, and nobody's going to want it. Like, nobody's going to... Oh, come on. Another one that nothing works on. Oh, wait. No. Okay, it works. It starts, just none of the lights work. Okay, I thought this was another one that nothing was going to come to life on. So it's fired up. Fired right up. Runs great, even though the battery was dead. We were not greeted immediately with a check engine light, which is nice. Radio. We have speakers. You know, we have static, so we know the radio works. We have heated seats, which is nice. Let's turn on air conditioning. Let's crank it all the way down. I would not expect the AC to work. You know, it's something this old with high mileage like this, AC may not work. Steering feels good. Gears. Let me make sure there's nothing behind me. There's not. Backwards. Yep, brakes feel great too. Right into gear forward. No problem. Gotta check the important window. It works. This car's actually not that bad, guys. The less important window also works. And as far as the air conditioning, you know, unfortunately, as I expected, the AC works fine. AC works great. Oh. What? What? Okay. It needs a glove box. Alright, it's fine. E-brake works too. Push to start. It's very strange. It's got a little green light. I don't know. AC is freezing cold. Windshield wipers are, you know, bad, but they work. Signals? Yeah, signals also. I mean, this is a great little commuter car. You know, it's an ugly duckling. I know. People are going to laugh at it that I'm even wasting time looking at it, but I'm telling you, whenever I see a car like this, I always just think, you know, there's somebody out there that just needs something that runs and drives. And this is beyond that. Look, you even got remote start on this one. Remote start. You know, cruise control, leather interior. You throw a set of tires. Ooh. Damn. Wow. You throw a set of tires on this thing. You know, maybe just a little basic maintenance. Clean it up. Down the road it goes. You know? Not a bad car. Not pretty. It's not a bad car. Let's listen to this thing run. You see that engine shaking? That's normal. And the PCV system sounds fine. The rattling that I was hearing, that's what I was listening for. It's just a cover. Yeah, PCV system sounds fine. I think this would make a decent car, guys. A little rough around the edges, but, you know, so am I. And I still have value, so feel like little car does too. I'm gonna pull this up, put it on my watch list. You know, this is unfortunately because of, you know, how rough it is. This is something I probably couldn't go more than $600 on. And finding anything these days for $600 is next to impossible. So what do we got here? Sitting right next to the Cruise. Is this an Equinox? Oh boy, this thing has been parked a long time. Let's see. No, this says it was May 30th of 2025. The sticker is just in really bad shape. 59008-825. This will be an interesting one. I'm assuming this is a ooh. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it's not the end of the world to replace the tailgate. It's not like it's going to be hard to find. It's an Equinox. Color, black. Shouldn't be too difficult to find a tailgate, but probably going to be a little bit pricey. Tires look to be in good shape. It's got bumps, bruises, scrapes, scratches, dings, dents all over it. Tires, when I say they're in decent shape, I mean they'll work. You could go without putting new tires on it for a little while. You know, I'd say maybe 10,000-15,000 miles before you'd be wanting to look into some tires, but it is going to need tires. It's a little rough, just like the Chevy Cruze. In fact, this one's less rough than the Chevy Cruze, though, but ooh. It's, wow. Yeah, it's dirty. It's dirty. It smells really bad. So we'll just kind of, you know what, let's just leave that door open. We'll just kind of let the, it's very windy today. Hopefully the microphones are doing a good job of cutting out the wind, but there's a lot of wind today. We're just going to take a second, just kind of let the wind, you know, blow through here and kind of blow some out because that is horribly bad. All right, I like the pattern on the seats though, man. I think this like pattern is nice. It's that's pretty cool. I like it. Looks comfortable. It does. It looks comfortable. What year is this? A 15, I think. 13, 15. I don't know. Is it push to start? No. It's going to be a repo. It's got the classic repo key. You get no fob. You just get a chipped key for the car. Does it even fit? There we go. Of course it's dead. Of course. This looks just like a Chevy Cruze. I mean, it really, very, very similar on the inside. The door switches, the door handles, steering wheel, the gauges. I mean, so much of this looks just like the Chevy Cruze. It's a Chevy Cruze with a bigger body. That's what it is. Let's pop the hood. I'll try the same engine in it, doesn't it? Ecotech. No, is this going to be the 1.8? The emissions label, the emissions label is missing. So I don't know. If this is the same generation as that Chevy Cruze, which I believe it is, then you had the option of a 1.4 turbo or a 1.8 that was naturally aspirated. So this is not a 1.8. No, it's not a 1.8. I could tell because the 1.8 is a timing belt motor. 1.4 is timing chain. This is a timing chain motor. So this is going to be a different generation of engine, I guess. Maybe it's like a 1.6 liter or something. Let me grab a booster pack. Let's throw it on here and see if we can get this thing started. I hear dinging noises. That's good. The interior should have aired out a little bit now. Change engine oil soon. This is the display I expected to see in the Chevy Cruze over there being an LTZ trim. Oh, that's not good. Oh. No. 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 Oil change. 5/6/24, 231,000 miles. We've got lights flashing all over the place. She is all kinds of ticked off, guys. I was hoping that rattling was going to go away. Let's shut it off. No, I don't think that rattling is going to go away, guys. There's something very wrong. I mean, it started better, but it sounds like timing chain rattle. It does. It's not running bad. No check engine light. She's just not happy. Yeah. You know what, though? It could be a belt tensioner, bearings in the alternator, bearings in a water pump. I don't know. I'm not ready to call it on this yet. I mean, part of me is like, nah, get away, get away, get away, run away from this car. I don't know though, guys. Let's go under the hood and just take a listen. And I don't want to counter out just yet. It started out running horribly bad, but it's actually running pretty good now. You hear that? Oh, that is so difficult to diagnose from just standing over it. That could be internal. That could be internal. It also could be a belt tensioner or a bearing. Oh, engine power reduced. Here we go. Yeah, she's pissed off. Okay. Yeah, it's probably internal. That's probably the safe bet. Probably the safe bet. Plus the miles are just crazy, crazy high on this one anyway. So let me pick everything up. We will move on to the next one. All right, now we're just going to walk around and see what we find because the rest of these are kind of hit or miss. In fact, the rest of these may all be crashed cars. And a lot of these crashed cars are repossessions too. That's why they're all in the same area. You know, these are cars that maybe didn't have insurance on them. They were up for repo, and then obviously got crashed, and down the road they go. So obviously you can't use these anymore. My goodness, no brakes. Yeah, no brakes. There are no calipers, and there are no wheels. I'd say it's safe to assume there's probably no brakes on that. Yeah, you know, most of these honestly look really bad. These look really bad. You have to look around though, guys. You can't just assume that all these are wrecked because as you'll see here, as we're getting into them, you know, not all of these are complete wrecks. Look, there's a Chrysler 300. It's got a little bit of damage. This little Toyota, ooh, it's wrecked. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's wrecked. I think we had a Kia Soul over here. This one doesn't look, oh, hail damage. But I mean, it's not, okay, this one's flat tires, tons of hail damage, busted wind, yeah, just scratched down. But you got a Chevy Silverado here. This one looks decent, just Z71 package. And see, this one actually looks really good. See, it's one of those things you just have to go, you got to go through and you got to look. Same thing with the Chrysler 300. This one's actually got great tires. I'm going to start with looking at this one. I love the Chrysler 300s. I don't think I've ever bought one since I started the channel, Auto Auction Rebuilds. I had one before. I had a 300C. Obviously, that's back when the C meant that you automatically got a Hemi. This one, interesting, it had a tag. I know the shape of that sticker. That is a tow order. That's a sticker saying, hey, this car was parked and abandoned, and you have like 72 hours to remove it from the property. So this car was sitting somewhere abandoned, and they towed it. Is this a repossession? Yeah. Santander Bank. So yes, it's another repo. Cracked windshield. Somebody had the transmission in neutral. Looks like they pushed it back in, which is good. We have keys. That's good. One key remote start. This is not a new key either. This even has house keys on it. It's got somebody's house keys on it too. 31125, oil was changed, 171,000 miles. So she got some miles on her, guys. Smells heavy of nicotine and weed. But overall, it's a clean car, though. I mean, aside from the headliner is disgusting. How does that even happen? I don't know. Otherwise, the car is actually pretty clean. It looks like somebody tried to take care of it. It's got good tires. A little bit of damage down here on the bumper. I mean, it's not perfect. None of these cars are. 3.6 Pentastar. These aren't horrible engines. Is that poo? That is. And that looks fresh. That is mouse dung, spider webs, cobwebs everywhere. Oil, it is full and clean, by the way. Oil looks really good in this. Spider webs everywhere. This thing's been parked for a while. This thing's been sitting for a while. Let me throw a jump back on this thing real quick, guys, because even though I'm not the biggest fan of the 3.6, it's not a horrible engine. I mean, it's decently peppy and decent with fuel economy and everything. This car looks good enough. This is something I'd be willing to take a chance on. Well, jump pack is on. It did the little spark thing. It's also low on coolant, but it still has coolant in it, so should be good. I bet this thing fires right up. Wow, the miles. Oh, man. Okay. Maybe it's out of gas. Let's check the fuel level. I love that blue glow. Yeah, it's got no gas. Not like none. I'll try it one more time. Maybe there's just a little bit in there that it sucked up. No. Okay, so it's got no gas. She ain't gonna do anything for us. 190,000 miles on the odometer. That is a lot, man. That is a lot. Oh, it does have gas. It does. I didn't have the ignition all the way on. Yeah, it's got almost a quarter of a tank of gas. So it should start, right? Uh-oh. Yeah, it says it's got 57 miles of range. Let's turn off that air conditioning because this is going to kill my battery. Make sure the radio does come on. That's nice. Phone call. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see who this is. That was a very important phone call. One of the few good phone calls I've gotten today. I've gotten a lot of bad ones, but one of the few good phone calls. The G-Wagon has been delivered. Yes, I now have a G-Wagon down at the house, so I'm excited to go down there and check it out. It is broken, and, well, I've told you about it before, but maybe you haven't seen the videos. I got it for $9,450, and I don't want to give too much away because I want to keep the video interesting, but you cannot buy a G-Wagon for 10 grand, guys. That's just not going to happen. Okay, you're not going to look around. You're not going to buy a G-Wagon for probably under 25,000, even for an old one. But I got one really, really cheap. It claims that it's really, really broken. Supposedly, it ran when I bought it. But then I got a call from the transport company, and they said it does not run. And they canceled the transport on me, so I had to find another transporter to come get it. And they just dropped it off. So we have to go down there and find out if this thing runs at all, because it was supposed to, but there's no arbitration. It's a red light. So, you know, for the money, it doesn't matter. If it runs, it runs. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's nothing I can do about it. And I suspect we're going to find a lot of issues with it for the money. There's got to be a reason I got it so cheap. Clean title, too, and a gray market import to the United States from Germany, meaning this is a 2001, and in 2001, you could not get a G-Wagon in the United States of America. Like, you couldn't do it. You had to go with an importer, and to do that was ungodly expensive, guys. You had to convert it to U.S. specs. Like, this would have been an extremely expensive G-Wagon to get into the United States back in 2001. Anyway, I'm going to steer clear of the 200,000-mile Chrysler 300. Who knows what it could be, man? Could be sabotage. Could be a fuel pump, which is probably under the backseat, not hard to do. I'm actually kind of excited now. I'm excited that we got a new car. Also, I'm winning and we're actually really fighting back and forth over it because this is another car you're never going to find this cheap, I don't think. But I'm winning a 2002 Chevy Corvette Z06. All right, and I'm winning it for it's kind of crazy, $9,200. All right, the seller is going back and forth. Like, we've been fighting over this car for 2 days trying to come to an agreement, and we're having a hard time. But it's a Z06, man. You know, it's the LS6 Z06. This is the car that was the business back in the day, man. I mean, this was the 2002 Z06 was an iconic car. That's just all there is. You can't argue. Fixed roof coupe, you know, the best suspension, manual transmission, just a small block Chevy, all motor, no turbos, no none of that jazz. It's just a fun, stiff, rigid car built for the track, man, and quick, even by today's standards, still a quick car. Okay, let's take a look at this here. We've got another repo, 2018 Silverado. It's a Z71. It's got the cover on the back. Tires are in usable shape. This actually smells pretty good. This one does not smell bad. It's clean. You got cloth seats too in a Z71. I thought the Z71 was, I don't know. I guess I thought it had, at least you'd get leather. I guess the Z71 is just an off-road package. So I assume you could have put a Z71 package on the base model, because this looks like nothing more than a base model Silverado with an off-road package. So it's going to have the 5.3 liter, good, solid, tried and true engine. If I could get the freaking hood open, I can't even find the. There it is. I'm out of practice, guys. I used to be able to come out here and just jump into these things, man. I knew where the hood release was on everything. What is this? This is an ultrasonic Martin Chaser. Is this one of those mouse things? Is this? No, this is one of those mouse things, isn't it? This is, I've seen these on Monkey Wrench Mike's video. This is one of the, tell me if you know what that, I think that's a mouse chaser thing, man. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Mike has said over and over, the thing doesn't work. He's had so many problems with mice and rats. He's over it, man. But in one of his last videos, it looks like he had it figured out with using like Downy dryer sheets or something. I hope it works, man. I hope it works. It looks like he was having good luck with it while he was out of town. Okay, we know this is dead. I mean, we just know this is dead. So let's put the positive lug up there. Take the negative lug, and can I even reach it? That is a stretch. Let me see if I can. Wow, that is. I don't think I can get that, honestly. How the hell do you... Shouldn't there be like a negative lug sticking up under here that you can just grab onto? Because I can't. Oh, jeez, that scared me. I can't get it. I can't get this. There we go. Got it. Got it. There's probably a negative lug that I was looking right at it and just missed it. Like I said, I'm out of practice, guys. I like this truck. I really do. I like leather, but man, I don't mind the cloth seats either. I really don't. I got cloth seats in my truck, and they don't bother me one bit. A little harder to clean dog hair out of, though. Fires right up. Mileage is great. 69,000 miles. Really? And, let's see, somebody just changed the oil in it. Just changed the oil in it. It's due again January 17th. 2026. Mileage when it's due is 75,000 miles. So, yeah, someone literally just changed the oil in this thing. They just got this thing taken. This says it's mechanically damaged.
This vehicle is connected
And,
by OnStar.
yeah, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care about your OnStar. We're not interested. No, thank you. Okay, this one claims on the sticker here, it is a repossession. But it says that the loss type is mechanical, so that's interesting. Let's see if we have gear. Oh. I put it in reverse and it went forward. Wait. Hold on. There's something very wrong. It's in reverse, it's not moving. Drive. Oh, it went forward. Hold on. Don't counter out yet, man. No reverse. No reverse. But we do have drive. Yeah, we got drive. We got no backwards, though. If I put it in neutral, it doesn't roll backwards either. Interesting, because we're on a hill. Like, you'd think if you put it in neutral, it would just start rolling backwards. It does not. It's like there's... Yeah, I think there's definitely something mechanically damaged. Well, dang, man. Got nice cold air conditioning, too. This is a nice truck. You know, maybe... Whoa. Whoa. I turned the key off and it rolled backwards. Like, as soon as I shut the key off, it's like whatever was holding it stuck, let loose, and it just rolled backwards. You know, just for safety, I'm putting on the e-brake. Just that is very, very, very concerning. Let's take a quick peek and see if there's any fluid or maybe a busted pan or something. Maybe there's something under here that'll give us an idea of. There's your transfer case. There's a transmission pan and everything. Oil pan. Everything's good. It may just be a trash tranny. Which, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the transmissions are junk in these GM trucks, man. They make solid transmissions, okay? So if there's something wrong with this transmission at 69,000 miles, here's another thing. Why would the person that owned this truck just change the oil if the transmission was bad in it? You know what I mean? They wouldn't. They wouldn't do that, especially knowing that the thing's going up for repo, right? Wouldn't do it. My guess is this thing got repoed, right? And most likely, whoever came and snatched it up, they probably towed it wrong. They probably hauled this thing wrong. So who knows if it's got they could have drug it by the front, drug it by the back. Maybe it was in four-wheel drive. Maybe it wasn't. Who knows? They could have destroyed the transfer case. It could be something blown inside the transmission now. But yeah, it's a nice truck, guys. But this is one I think I'm gonna pass on. And these little cars, I just love them to death, man. Like I love these little Hyundais and Kias. Even though everybody in the comment section always trolls me on it, they tell me that the cars are awful, they're horrible cars. Like, they really can't be, though. They can't be horrible cars. You know why? Because they sell tons and tons of these cars. 2023 Elantra SE, so it's going to be like a base model. Santander, it's going to be a repossession as well. You know, the car itself does not look bad at all. Nice tinted windows. The body looks great. This is a good-looking car. I don't see any hail damage. Tires? What do we got for tires? We've got Majesty tire. That's fine. Look, I get it, man. Believe me, I get it. If I told you guys how much I spent in a year on tires, you wouldn't even believe me. You wouldn't even believe me. Tires, front are Kumo, the back are something, I don't know, Majesty Solus or something. I don't know. Maybe they're all. They're all Kumo. Never mind. Those are probably factory tires for this car, right? Maybe. I don't know. They might be. It might be the factory tires to this car. Cloth interior. This is nice. If you think for a minute I wouldn't drive this, I'd absolutely drive this all day, man. Are you kidding me? This is a nice place to be. It's a really nice place to be. I like this car. Dead? Of course it's dead. Sure. You know, people make fun of these cars, and I know they've had issues. They've had issues with people stealing them. You know, what do they call those guys? I can't remember anymore. The Kia Boys. That's who it was. The Kia Boys, you know, I'm sure that hurt the reputation a lot. They had problems with engines. They had a lot of problems with engines, if we're being completely honest with each other. So, you know, I get that they got a bad rap, but I'm telling you, I've owned a lot of Kias and Hyundais. These have always just been damn good cars for me. I just swear by them. I do. This one has been sitting for a considerable amount of time because there are things that have made a home in this engine bay. I have no idea if this car is going to run or not. I bet it does, though. I bet it runs. Probably got no miles on it. Good, clean oil. It's full like it's supposed to be. Let's throw a jump pack on it, guys. Let's see what it is. I'm telling you, it's a Kia, man. It's a Hyundai. She's going to run. Are we taking bets? Anybody putting some money where their mouth is here? Come on. I know you guys saying the car ain't going to run. It's going to run. It's going to run. It's going to have low mileage and it's going to run great. No oil change sticker. That's a tad concerning, but that's fine. There we go. Yeah, she's been sitting here a long time, guys. Guarantee she's been sitting here a long time. The sticker says 9/16 to 25, but this car has been sitting somewhere. Maybe not here. This car has been sitting somewhere for a very, very long time. Service overdue by 2 days. Was that transmission service? Is that what that said? Low fuel. Oh, great. Oh, it's got none. None. 30,870 miles. Not bad at all. Search for a gas station. No. But let's turn on the air conditioning because when you have no gas, what's important is that you're staying nice and cool when it is really, really hot outside. It's really not that hot outside, but it is warm today, guys. Oklahoma today is, it's 80. See right there on the screen, 80 degrees. It's 82 for the high today. It is no joke. Today's the 17th for me. So let's see if this air conditioning kicks in. This car has been sitting a long time. Let's put it in gear, see if it moves. It does, yeah, backward. Yeah, I'd buy this in a heartbeat. Like, no joke. AC just got ice cold. Look at the digital screen. I mean, I know you guys are going to laugh, and that's okay, but it is Mercedes-esque. Okay? Not quite, but this reminds me of, like the CLA, you know? It's got just this nice it's got kind of a panoramic display. I know there are multiple displays, but it looks so nice. It's very elegant looking. For a Hyundai, seriously, like this is elegant. You got the piano black. Are you kidding me? It's got soft touch. Okay, that's hard touch, but there's some soft touches here. Soft touch here. Dashboard is soft touch too. It's not that hard plastic. It's actually cushiony. It feels really, really nice in this car. And did I mention the air conditioning is freezing cold, man? This is not a bad little car at all. 30,000 miles. This is what I should have bought for Nick. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, this is what I should have bought for Nick. This is something probably lasts forever. In fact, it's what year is this? 23? Still under warranty, guys. You know, Kia / Hyundai has the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty applicable to the first owner only. Any subsequent owner, it is I don't remember. 5-year, 60 or something. I don't remember. Still, the car's under warranty. It's the point I'm trying to make. Oh, someone kept their cleaning rags and everything. See what I mean? It's a Hyundai, but to somebody like this was their baby. You know, they keep their detail rags and everything in it. I see people all the time, man, at the car wash. They're out there. They wash their Hyundais and their Kias. They're out there drying them off, cleaning up the rims and tires, man. You know, and I get it, a lot of people make fun of it. It's, you know, haha, it's a cheap disposable car. But listen, man, for some people, this is their I made it moment. All right, I had that same moment myself. Everybody, I think, has that moment when you finally elevated your life to the next level. You know, it's like, man, I got my first new car. Okay, it's a Hyundai, it's a Kia. Mad respect to you, man. To anybody that's leveled yourself up to the point where you can go out there, get yourself a nice new car, and you're proud of it. You take care of it. You clean it, wash it, wipe it down. You're proud of your car. Major, major respect to you. Don't listen to other people. Don't let people driving around in a Mercedes or a BMW make fun of you. Don't let them make you feel bad. All right, there's somewhere else in life. You just got to focus on where you're at in life and be proud of what you got. And I'm telling you, today, I'm absolutely proud to drive this car. If I owned it, I would absolutely take this car out and drive it. I wouldn't give 2 shits what anybody else thought about me. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. It's been a while, but we are back at Copart. Last time I bought something for Copart was in Los Angeles, where we picked up the 69 Chevelle SS and the 2013 Porsche Panamera Platinum. And today, I am picking up a brand new, practically brand new 2021 Ford Mustang GT California Special Edition. That's right, 5.0, 460 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.4 with a 10-speed automatic transmission. I stole it. It's listed as a run and drive, and it's only got 3,700 miles. I got it for $26,000. $26,000 for a car that's like 46 to 48 grand at the dealer. Now, there is a reason it's here. We'll get into that in a minute. But it is listed as a run and drive, so cross your fingers that it actually runs and drives, because it wasn't cheap. But as far as these cars go, it was a bargain of a deal if it's actually okay. All right, guys, there it is. Looks like he's going to leave it right there for us. So why don't we go over there and check it out real quick, and let's see what it does or doesn't do. First look at the 21 Mustang GT California Special. So far, I'm impressed. It looks good. I love the lip on the front. I like those wheels. There's your GT / California Special. Don't confuse that for Carroll Shelby. That's not it. It's a California Special Edition. 3,761 miles. And out the door price was $28,800 and change. So $28,800 and change. We got the Grand Wagoneer over here putting in work today. There's that California Special on the back. The question is, how bad of a flood is it? All right, tires, of course, look new. Everything looks really good. The body's phenomenal. It's got power. The window just went down. Oh, wow. Ugh. Woo. Oh, no. Wow. That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, she smells awful. She smells really, ooh, good God Almighty, that smell. That smells awful. Oh, it's a premium package. I guess I'm just now realizing that. All right. Yep, she's a premium. She's got heated and air-conditioned seats. You've got remote start and all that good stuff too. Looks like it's got power, but it smells god-awful. What I want to find is the water line. How high did the water get in this car? I see a lot of dirt and debris up here. Do we have anything on the seat that would give us a clue? Not on this side. Glove box have any water in it? It's got the books. Everything is dry in the glove box. Cup holders, dry. That's a good sign. There's some moisture in here though. Oh yeah, can you see the moisture in there? Look at that. Oh, that's Coke. Ew. Never mind. That's Coke. Okay. All right. It's getting better. Let's look for a water line on this side as well. Love that stripe that fades away. Oh, I can see the water line right here. Ooh, boy, that water got high. So the water line got up to here. That's pretty high, guys. That's probably like to right here on the car. Yeah, she got wet. In the door, I don't see anything in there. The seat is having trouble. That's typical. The tracks start rusting, but the seat works. Okay, let's pop the hood. I'm still trying to air this thing out a little bit, guys. I can't tell you, the smell it's bad. It's really, really bad. That's gonna have to be ozoned for sure. Woo! There's that coyote. Oh man. All right, let's put the hood prop up here. I am so nervous about this. I am so nervous. Look, it still has the plastic decal cover. Look at that. Oh man. Here's the oil fill. Where's the oil dipstick? That's what I want to know. Where is the oil dipstick? Because I feel like we should be checking the oil in this immediately. How's it look? The oil looks good. Yeah, the oil looks good. Whew, I am so nervous. I am so nervous, guys. I just generally do not spend this kind of money on cars out here. I specialize in the cheap stuff. But I saw this and I just had to have it. Boy, they put that oil dipstick in the worst possible place. Yeah, we specialize in the cheap stuff over here. I guess we need to try to start it. Let's pop the trunk real quick. She's got the carbon fiber too. That's nice. You got that. Well, it's not real, I'm sure, but it kind of resembles carbon fiber. Let's take a look in the trunk. Did we get water in the trunk as well? Let's look under here. No, dry as a bone. Dry as a bone under here. This is good, I think. This is good. Okay, moment of truth. We have to start it. The seat's dry. It just smells so bad. It smells so bad. Are you ready? Oh my God, it runs. Wow. Any lights on the dash? None. Air conditioning is on. Does it work? I don't know. Power windows. They work. Oh. Next question. Does it go into gear? It does. Yeah, it goes into gear. Air conditioning is ice cold. Look, you got that California special on the dash right there. Oh, the AC is ice cold. Yes. Yes. You've got your modes right here, which I'm not quite sure. Driving modes. Okay, hold on. It's been a while since I had one of these. We've got track mode, Let's get all this off the screen. Hood ajar, trunk ajar. There we go. We got track, drag, snow, normal, and Sport Plus. I'm going to leave it on Sport Plus because, I mean, it's a Mustang. Steering works. That's a big deal, believe it or not. With electronic steering in a flood car, yes, absolutely could end up with a major problem. Turn signals? Yes. Trip. Let's go into the trip. She's averaged 14.9 miles a gallon. Not too shabby. Does the radio work? It does. The radio works. Oh my goodness. Could we really have just gotten ourselves a practically brand new Mustang GT California Special for what, 28? We got like 20 grand off this car. 20 grand off this car. Now, I took the liberty of running a Carfax report before I left the house. And I've got a dealer's account with Carfax, which hooks me up and tells me what this car is worth currently, even with a salvage or rebuilt title. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. This car shows on Carfax report to be worth about $46,000 currently in its current condition. 46, yes. I'm blown away. I am blown away. I'm shaking. Like I am shaking because I took a hell of a gamble on this. I did. Oh my. Oh, even the seats are embroidered with GT/California Special. It's got the red stitching, and she runs great. It smells absolutely awful, but it runs great. We have no lights coming on the dash at all. Everything seems to be working. I guess now the big question is, does it drive? Does it shift through the gears? What do you say we find out right now? All right, I had to close the windows, and when I did, I noticed how dark the tint is. It's got really nice dark tinted windows. Adjust my mirror here, and I'm just gonna have to deal with the stink. I'd rather deal with the smell than deal with the heat, truthfully. It's just so hot outside right now. So we're ready. The car's got gas. Temperature's up to operating temperature. Everything looks good. Like I said earlier, we do have that 10-speed automatic. And right now, that is my top concern. You cannot check the trans fluid in this. So, who knows? Who knows what condition the transmission is in. But we're about to find out. So, let's get out here on this road. Oh, man. Oh, this is nice. I forgot how much I love the Mustang GT. I haven't had one in a very long time. She's a gorgeous car, man. Here we go. Will it shift? Uh-oh. Is it shifting? I don't think it shifted. Let's put it in regular mode. Let's put it, there we go. We got it in normal driving mode now. I didn't feel it shift. There it is. Yes, it's shifting. It's shifting! Yes! Oh! Are you serious? It shifts! Oh my. Oh my. You see the speedometer there. We're doing 40, so she's going the speed limit. RPMs are good. It's still no warning lights. Are you kidding me? Should we just, let's tap it. Oh, wow. Whoa! Whoa! Yes! Yes, I think she's got a little exhaust on her too, guys. Okay, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Steering wheel is straight as an arrow, man. I am on a curved road, but she is handling great. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I'm back. I'm on a winning streak again. Let's get her down the road a little bit. We'll see how she's doing here in a couple minutes. Does the radio work? Yeah. All of the speakers are functioning properly. Guys. So I think it's relatively safe to assume that this car was not moving when it was flooded. It must have just been sitting in a bad spot. It was picked up on 5/12 of 22. I'm sure we had some big storms around that time, and it must have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or, as I like to look at it now, it was in the right place at the right time, because otherwise I couldn't have bought a car like this for $28,000. I dare you, go find one. Even with a rebuilt title, I dare you, go find one that runs and drives with no issues for $28,000. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, guys. Especially with only 3,700 miles on the odometer. I am in hog heaven right now, man. Hog heaven. I didn't even know it was the premium package. I had no idea. I saw it popping up on the Copart thing on the auction block, and I was like, whoa. All right, guys, she's still doing great, but I had to roll down the windows. There's that, the big old Jeep behind us. You can't see it, but the Grand Wagoneer's behind us. I had to open the windows, guys. It smelled. I said I couldn't do the heat. The smell got so bad, it started giving me a headache. Like, I started getting kind of lightheaded, and I decided it's best just we'll suffer through some heat. Let's get some fresh air rolling through this bad boy, and hopefully we get moving here again soon. Gonna need some gas in the near future. It's got 65 miles till empty, but so far, no issues. I'm gonna drive it a little bit more, get down the road a little bit. We'll come back and we'll check up again when we get a few more miles down the road, make sure everything is doing all right. All right, we've got about 5 more miles. I have the cruise control on, and it's working. I also realized just a few seconds ago that this also has blind spot monitoring. That works as well. The power mirrors, everything seems to be working. No warning lights on the dash at all. Transmission is still shifting nice and smoothly with no issues. And the smell, while it's still pretty intense, it's bearable. It's bearable. So I'm hoping leaving these windows down for a while and blowing some fresh, hot summer air through this car will do it some good. I think we will absolutely need to send this down to Brian at the Auto Spa LLC. We'll want him to do a good paint correction and a good coating, as well as a flood treatment on the interior to ozone and get any funny smells and stuff like that out. Make sure there's no mold or mildew. Just really go through the car and clean it up and make it right. But as far as mechanicals go, this thing is unbeatable, man. Unbeatable. She is solid. No issues, and it appears that all of the electronics in this car function exactly as they should. And I know there's going to be some people that say, but wait, a lot of times, as time goes on, you'll end up with a lot of gremlins. And that is absolutely true, but it's more so true with saltwater flood cars than it is freshwater. If you're wondering where this car is from, it was originally sold right here in the state of Oklahoma. It has been in Oklahoma its entire life. It has never left the state, and it was flooded right here in the state of Oklahoma, which means fresh water flood. Here in a few minutes, hopefully we can get her up to speed. I think coming up ahead, we can get up to 55, 60 miles an hour. I definitely want to do that and see how it does at almost highway speeds. We'll check back in when we reach that point. All right, we're finally at a point where the road is open and we can give her a little throttle. Woo! Oh, man. Hello. Oh, yeah. She gets it. Oh, where's Jessica? I lost her. Jessica's gone. I lost her. Dang, man. What a fun car this is. She's got plenty of get up and go, plenty of pep. I mean, 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds isn't bad. It's definitely not record-breaking or anything by today's standards, but it's good. And remember, this is just a regular Mustang. It's not like a GT350 or a GT500, a Shelby, or anything like that. It's just a regular Mustang. I love it. I do. I love it. The exhaust sounds right. So far, guys, I'm happy. I can't wait to get the odors out of it, to get it cleaned up, and I'm probably going to go ahead and send it to the Ford dealer and have them do an exchange on all of the fluids just to be safe. Rear differential, oil, and of course, transmission as well. We're going to continue on our way, guys, and hopefully we make it home. I had to roll the windows up, guys, and now I'm getting that headache again. Like, it's bad. It's real bad. But I've been playing around with the car a little bit, off camera, of course, and I've been trying out the differences between Sport Plus and Normal. Normal almost feels like the transmission shifts way too soft. Like, it is super gentle and soft. As soon as you step up to the next level of Sport Plus, suddenly the shifts become very firm, like quick. They're quick, man. And this thing shifts through a lot of gears. It's a yeet, yeet, yeet. I mean, it's on point, on point. So I guess if you're just looking for comfort, maybe you got a little kid in the car or something, right? You put it in normal mode, and it shifts buttery smooth. Not like a sports car at all. You move it up one notch to Sport Plus, and I'm telling you, she's like, bam, bam, bam. That's my impression anyway. Yeah. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping that it has line lock. I'm pretty sure it does because I saw drag mode. And I think I need to research that a little bit. But I think we might have line lock. And if we do, as soon as we get it detailed and all the fluids changed, I think we should do a proper burnout. And welcome home to your new home to this car. Comment below and tell me what you guys think. Do you want to see a burnout? Drop a comment, hit the thumbs up button, we'll make it happen. All right, so I've driven it 20 miles, and I'm averaging right at 22 miles a gallon, which makes this flooded Copart Mustang GT the best and most fuel-efficient vehicle I currently own next to my Harley Davidson. I don't think you can count that. As far as cars go, this thing gets phenomenal gas mileage, and it's a lot of fun. I can't believe it. And we need to get it washed. I think before we take it to have it fully detailed, we at least have to give it a bath. And let's take a look and see what the paint and the body looks like underneath all that dust. It's really hard to tell because it's so dirty. So let's wash it up, and let's see what she looks like. Wait, that's the wrong way. No. Oh, ooh. That's why you should not film and drive, guys. My bad. Jessica's behind me probably going, what is wrong with you? Let's get to the house. We can give her a bath. All right, we're back. And we got Nick. And he's going to just give it a quick bath because it's going to the auto spa immediately. We're taking it down to the auto spa tomorrow. That's going to be a separate video. Stay tuned for that because you're not going to believe how much it's going to cost to have this car properly cleaned on the inside. The whole interior has to be taken apart to do this right. So it's not going to be cheap. And then once he's done with it, it's going to Ford, and we're going to get some stuff done there as well at the dealership. So stay tuned for that video because there's more to come. Nick, go ahead. Let's spray all the dust off of it. At least it'll look good till tomorrow. Yeah, it'll look good till tomorrow. All right, go for it, man. Let's see what she looks like underneath all that dirt. Wow. I don't see any hail damage, do you? No. Me neither. Yeah. I was worried about that. I was worried that maybe underneath that dust was hiding some hail damage. Doesn't look like it, though. The body looks really, really straight. Don't you hate it when your hose kinks?
I do.
There you go. She's already looking 100 times better. Wow. That is phenomenal. All right, guys. We'll let him work on this for a few minutes. We'll come back when he's done and it's all dried off. and we'll see what she looks like. All right, well, we're losing daylight out here, so I decided to go ahead and kind of show it to you guys before it's completely dry. There's the Grand Wagoneer, the Ram, and the Mustang. She's looking pretty good. Now, we didn't go all out. We didn't work all that hard on cleaning it up because, like I said, it is going to the auto spa. He's going to do a coating on it. He's going to paint correct and rip the interior out of it. And I'm hoping to get some footage, really hoping to get some footage of the interior coming out because it smells really, really bad in this car. I also sprayed under the hood, which you probably aren't supposed to do, but it is what it is. Now, if you're wondering how come I don't do it myself, since there would be more content in me ripping out the interior, well, obviously, taking out the interior is not a big deal. It's not that hard. 4 bolts to the seats. The back seats probably just pop out for the most part, taking out the center console and ripping out the carpeting. Not a huge deal, but I need receipts for all of this, guys. I need legitimate receipts, and I don't ever want somebody coming back on me sometime in the future and saying I cut corners or I half-assed this job. I don't ever want that. Now, granted, I plan on keeping the car for quite a while. It's so cheap, there's no reason not to. I'll probably never find another one this good for this price. So it makes sense to hold on to it. But should I decide to sell it, let it go, whatever the case may be, I want to have receipts that back up and verify that I paid top dollar to have all of this done right by professionals. That's really all it comes down to. That's what it comes down to for me. So if you're wondering about the water line, I'm going to show you. So here's the top of the door. Okay. Do you see in there? Can you see that? Let's see if I can get you down in there a little better. Right there. Right there is where the water line starts. I'm going to zoom you all the way out. You can still see that crap in there, right? Look how high that is. That's where all the debris starts, and you can see it's collected down there. So it looks like the water line was probably to the very top of this first hinge, which that's pretty high. That's pretty high, guys. Let's pop the hood real quick. God, it smells so bad. It just smells so bad. But look under here. These are dry. The floor mats are dry. Under the floor is also dry. It's not wet in here anymore, so it's all dried up. God, does it stink. So yeah, I promise you in the next video we're going to come back and I'm going to tell you how much it cost me to have Ford handle the mechanical aspects of this and how much it cost me to have the auto spa handle the proper ozoning and ripping the interior out to make sure we get rid of any mold or mildew that's remaining in this car. You know, it's a big health issue, honestly, guys. That's what it comes down to, not just for me, but for anybody else that may purchase the car in the future. I don't want that on my conscience, so we're going to do it right. I want you to drop your comments below and tell me how much you think it's going to cost to have this thing fully detailed in and out, paint corrected and coated. Drop that comment down below. I'm genuinely curious to see if you guys are going to be able to figure out how much that's going to cost. And then guess how much it's going to cost at the Ford dealership for all the fluids and filters to be replaced. Now, what we should do is a quick startup. Let me make sure it's locked. All right, she's locked. Let's come back to the exhaust. It's not super loud, but I'm fairly certain that exhaust is not stock. Was that not... Did it not... Hello? Uh-oh. She ignored me. Okay. And it got a little green light up there. I guess you gotta be standing or pointing it in some direction towards the car, I guess. We did find a little bit of damage. Oh, that sounds so good. We found a little bit of damage right here. This is the only damage we've been able to find on the car is this. It's just a tiny little scrape on the back bumper, and it runs from here, and back to here. That's about it. Now, if you really wanted to cheap out and touch up the paint, you could probably do that and nobody would probably ever know the difference. Now, I did some research online and I looked for these California specials. The California special adds $2,000 to the MSRP. A brand new one of these runs $54,213. A used one with 10,000 miles on the odometer runs $48,057, and that's not even a California special. That's just a 2021 Mustang GT Premium with more than twice the miles my car has. Now, according to the Carfax report that I have on this car, which takes into consideration the damage, one-owner vehicle, it shows to be worth $41,380. You should be able to clearly see right here that I paid $28,842.50 out the door for this car. Using some quick math, that leaves a profit margin, what it can sell for retail right now, of $12,537.50. Not bad on one car. But what is even better is when you look at what these things sell for used with double the miles, of course clean titled, of course, but you are looking at saving almost $20,000 off the price of what one of these would cost you on the dealership floor with twice the miles. So in my opinion, a steal of a deal. Now, of course, I understand opinions will vary, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with me. There are some people that absolutely would not ever consider buying a salvage car or buying a flood car for sure. But as I said earlier, that's what this channel is all about. We're all about taking risks and reaping rewards when we can, which thankfully happens more often than not. So far, this car is a huge score in my opinion, but I'm definitely interested to see what you guys think in the comments section down below. Saving $20,000, was it a good deal for something that could potentially have issues? Maybe not now, but maybe in the future? Or would you have just taken the 20 grand and bought one retail right off the lot so that you wouldn't have to worry about it and there would be no issues in the future? For me, I would much rather take that 20 grand and put it in my pocket. There are upgrades and mods that I could do to this car with that $20,000, and I wouldn't spend all of that money, and I would have an upgraded vehicle that I really get to enjoy. So for me, I'm gonna call it a win, but you're free to disagree in the comment section down below. All I ask is that you keep your comments respectful. That's it. I'm out of here. Remember, stay tuned for the next video and drop those comments below. How much do you think the dealer is going to charge for fluids and filters? And how much do you think the AutoSpot LLC is going to charge to rip the interior out and make sure everything is clean and free of mold and mildew? I'm interested to see what you guys think. I think you're going to be surprised at the cost and not in a good way. So don't miss the next video. If you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up button, drop those comments below, and stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.
If you're looking for the ultimate expression of American muscle, look no further than the Dodge Challenger. In fact, for over 15 years, the Challenger was essentially the vehicle of choice if you wanted to drive around something that was basically a big middle finger to all those all-electric vehicles, which is why the all-new version of the Charger was essentially a big controversy, not because they changed the name from Challenger to Charger two-door, but because they launched the car as an electric vehicle first, known as the Charger Daytona. Well, for 2026, Dodge is hoping to rectify that and bring in customers part of the Brotherhood of Muscle with the introduction of this vehicle. This is the 2026 Charger 6-pack. With the 6-pack name making its return, it now refers to the amount of cylinders under the hood, courtesy of a 3-liter twin-turbo Hurricane inline 6, delivering 550 horsepower to all 4 wheels. So as you can see, this week, I've managed to snag for a full week the latest Charger 6-pack. I actually picked this vehicle up from the Media Drive in Knoxville, and I drove it 560 miles back to my home here in Pennsylvania. And the big question I want answered. With the return of an internal combustion engine under the hood, will Dodge finally be able to bring back consumers and enthusiasts to the Dodge showrooms with this new Charger 6-pack? Stay tuned to find out. Now, before we start talking about the brand new and stunning exterior design of the all-new version of the Charger, let me first start by popping the hood, because unlike the Daytona, which I had about a month and a half ago, instead of a front trunk storage space, you're going to find a proper engine. Although it may not be a Hemi V8, this is the company's latest 3-liter twin-turbo Hurricane inline 6. Now, as you can see underneath this hood, it looks like it actually is a tight fit, which kind of makes me wonder if Dodge is going to be able to fit a V8 engine back under the hood. There's rumors that they're going to do so. We haven't gotten any confirmation, but until then, I think this should definitely scratch your internal combustion itch if you guys want a gas engine in the new Charger. It's the company's 3-liter high-output double overhead cam direct injection twin turbo inline 6. It's got 2 Garrett 54mm turbos feeding air into the engine, of course, pumping in up to 30 pounds of boost pressure. Now, this is the high output version. Dodge will also launch the car as a standard output in the RT. This is the RT Scat Pack, however, making 550 horsepower and 531 pound-feet of torque. That's a nice increase over the old 6.4-liter V8, which made 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. It all is hooked up to an 8-speed ZF-sourced automatic. Sadly, there is no manual transmission available, and this vehicle comes standard with the company's full-time all-wheel drive system, with the ability to push a button and make this vehicle rear-wheel drive to do drifts, to do burnouts, to do line lock, for example. So it seems like Dodge hasn't forgotten about the brotherhood of muscle. Now, this is an inline 6 twin turbo, so it's part of course, engine downsizing, but sadly, I don't have final fuel economy figures just yet. However, I did drive this vehicle on a really long road trip, and we'll talk about the fuel economy I got later on in the driving scene. I would estimate once the fuel economy figure comes out, it's probably going to be rated around 18 city, maybe 26 highway, which would be a nice improvement over like the 15, 24 that you got in the V8 models. This engine is designed to run on premium. If you guys go for the base RT, it will run on regular gas just fine. It has a 17.5-gallon fuel tank, and during my testing, I was able to achieve just under 400 miles of range between fill-ups. That makes the range of this vehicle roughly twice as good as the electric Charger Daytona. Now, Dodge claims this model is good for 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. We'll test it out when we get the vehicle out on the road. It has a top speed of 177 miles an hour, so that's like 40 miles an hour faster versus the electric version of the car. And because it doesn't have a big 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack weighing it down, this vehicle as it sits weighs in at just over 4,800 pounds. So it's around 1,000 pounds, actually 1,200 pounds lighter versus the electric version of this car. But it also is still around 400 pounds heavier than the old Challenger Scat Pack with the V8. Keep in mind also a Mustang is going to be roughly 900 pounds lighter than this vehicle. But let's go ahead and close up the hood here and talk about the rest of the exterior styling. Now, as you can see on the hood itself, there's this kind of like bulge, and it also says 6-pack, but it's kind of mounted the other way, so you kind of have to view it from behind the vehicle, and you cannot see that when you're actually from the behind the driver's seat. At least I could not, but it's not actually even a functional heat extractor vent. It's just there for looks, but you can clearly see the hood bulge on this vehicle, and in this exterior color called Peel Out. This is an extra $800. This is essentially the iconic hero color that Dodge is launching the car in. It looks absolutely amazing. When I drove this vehicle from Knoxville to Pennsylvania, I actually had so many people just checking out the car, giving me a thumbs up, including BMW M5 owners were kind of giving me a thumbs up in this thing. So that's really cool to see, you know, people really loving the styling of this vehicle. You can see it has the iconic Challenger look in the front, even though this is now called the Charger, with a much more modern interpretation. So instead of the circular headlights, you can see this vehicle has reflector LED headlights, LED low and high beams. You have an LED daytime running light. It's got the iconic full LED light bar that kind of goes across with the new Dodge logo, of course, their Fratzog logo. And compared to the EV model, you'll be able to tell this is the gas-powered because it doesn't have that flow-through R-wing for aerodynamics. Instead, it has a hood bulge, and it also has more functional openings down here at the lower fascia. That's, of course, for the necessary cooling. This vehicle requires you have a front camera system integrated right there with integrated parking sensors, of course. More functional air intake openings down here, along with this gloss plaque painted front splitter. And overall, this car, I think, is one of my favorite looking of all the muscle cars. This definitely, to me, looks better versus a Ford Mustang. Really, the Mustang is the only competitor for this car. But when you look at the new Charger two-door, you're going to notice just how much wider this vehicle is. It's 79.8 inches wide. This is nearly 2 inches wider versus the old Scat Pack wide-body Challenger. So Dodge really basically made this thing an even bigger muscle car, which is kind of crazy to think because the old one was already a huge vehicle. Now, moving around the side profile, this vehicle is built on their Stella Large architecture, which is a multi-energy platform where it can accommodate basically a battery pack or an internal combustion, and it's a much bigger vehicle with a 121-inch long wheelbase with a 206.6-inch overall length. This is around 8 inches longer versus the old Challenger, which is shocking, but it's also around 17 inches longer versus a Mustang. So you're really going to notice just how much bigger this car is. It has a lot more interior space, but it's also around the same size as the four-door. So you can basically get it as a two-door or a four-door. The four-door will cost you $2,000 extra, but they are essentially the same in terms of the dimensions. Now, looking at my test car, you can see it has a black top package, and it also has an optional 20 by 11 inch wheel. So this is the darker finished luster nickel wheel that you get with the black top package. You can see it's a 20-inch wheel riding on a 305 by 35 ZR20 Goodyear Eagle Sport all-season tires. So it's a square setup, 305s all around. If you guys don't get the optional for $1,100, 20 by 11-inch wheels, they'll shrink down to a 275 width. The brakes are slotted. As you can see, they measure just under 15 inches in the front, a little over 14.2 at the rear, clamped down by a Brembo, looks like a 6-piston caliper. I would have preferred to have the brakes painted the same orange color as the exterior. It would have been matching a little bit better, but it still looks pretty great. And you can see all independent suspension, no adaptive dampers, surprisingly. That's something you can get on the Mustang, but the Charger does not offer that, at least for now. And you can see with its bulging fenders, it doesn't require any more of the additions that you found in the old wide body models. And it just sits really nice. It looks really great, especially with those bigger wheels. You can see there's the Scat Pack logo, which is still very iconic. That's how you can tell that this model has the higher output straight six. And then with the carbon and suede package, you can see my test car also has carbon fiber exterior mirror caps. They also include a full 360 camera. It looks like no actual integrated turn signals within the mirrors, which is surprising, but it does have power folding ability. And then for an extra $1,000, my test car also has the glass roof. This sadly does not open up to vent air, but it kind of creates a nice effect, like a black roof effect with the vehicle, which kind of helps to break up the orange color. There's also black along the lower side sill, which kind of helps to make the vehicle look a little bit slimmer. But as you move back from the vehicle, you can really see the huge length of this car. In fact, I do think that the four-door looks better. I had a four-door about a month and a half ago, and I think for the extra $2,000, the four-door is a no-brainer. But if you prefer that classic two-door muscle car look, this is definitely going to attract a lot of attention everywhere you take it, especially in this color. Now, looking at the rear, you can see the taillights basically look identical to the electric version. It's got kind of like a racetrack-inspired three-dimensional look to the full LED taillights, along with the Fratzog logo that is also illuminated. You can see it's a full LED taillight design. I also love this kind of rear duckbill spoiler that's kind of, or it's like a deck lid spoiler, I'm sorry. It's black painted. It looks good, of course, with the peel out color. You can see down here at the lower bumper, there's some integrated parking sensors, and instead of Fratzonic, which on the electric version is their chambered exhaust speaker system, it just says Charger down there, but there's no like Scat Pack or 6-pack badging back here. Instead, you're going to be able to tell this is the gas model because it will have real 4-inch oval exhaust tips, and these exhaust tips are black because of the black top package. And even though this isn't a V8, Dodge says it's an active exhaust system, so let's go ahead and fire it up. You guys can hear how it sounds real quick. And hear me out, guys. I know this is not a V8, but I have to admit, this engine really has been woken up by the exhaust system in this car. Compared to the Rams that I've heard it been before, or the Wagoneer, Grand Wagoneer, this engine actually sounds pretty good. It has the pops and crackles. It's got that straight six snarl. And even though it's not the traditional muscle car, I think enthusiasts can grow to love the sound. I personally think it sounds good. It could be, although a smidge louder. Now, in terms of the cargo capacity, even though this vehicle looks like a traditional coupe, it's actually a liftback, and that was a smart decision on Dodge's part because it really expanded the cargo capacity and the practicality of this vehicle. Because as you can see with its huge opening, it's not the tallest cargo area, but it's very deep, it's very wide, it's very long. You get around 27.2 22.7 cubic feet of storage space with the seats up. That expands to 37.5 cubic feet of space when you fold down the back seats. So this is, again, huge. It's like double the cargo capacity which you find in like a Ford Mustang, for example. You can see there's a couple of LED lighting in here. There's also the button there to close and open that. If you open this up, you can see no spare tire, unfortunately. Instead, you just get a fix-a-flat kit and a little bit of underfloor storage. The 12-volt battery, it looks like it actually lives underneath here, so that's kind of interesting that they did that for weight distribution. But overall, as you can see, if you plan to use this as a family vehicle, you're going to be quite surprised with how practical the new Charger is. So the exterior of the new Charger two-door is obviously going to grab your attention, but what about the interior? This is where Dodge made some pretty big improvements that finally brings this car into the modern era. Before we get inside, however, let me show you guys the key fob. This is the updated Dodge Intelligent Access key, of course, with their new logo with like carbon fiber look on the actual back of the key fob with some chrome trim. It's a nice feeling key. It fits nice in your hands or your pocket or your purse, for example. You can see all the usual buttons here for unlock, lock, remote start, power liftgate, and then panic function. I want to point out that the power liftgate is only included if you guys spend the extra $5,000 for the Plus package. This car does come with remote start, which you can basically just tap that twice, and it fires right up, and you can hear it. It's got a nice little burble from the exhaust. You can even hear the baffles opening and closing when you start it up from the remote start. It's a nice sound. Again, it's not the Hemi, but it's definitely much better versus the fake sounds that you heard from the electric model. You can turn off the remote start from there. And I mentioned earlier this car had power folding mirrors. I lied. It actually doesn't have power folding mirrors. You can manually fold them in, but I'm surprised at this price point it doesn't have that. Now you can see as you approach the door handle, it has a very old school style door handle, and there's a little pressure pad on the back of that, this little area. When you have the key fob on, you can basically just push that pressure point in, it'll open the door for you. You can also tap that button, that'll lock the door for you. This car doesn't have an auto-way lock or unlock feature, so keep that in mind. Some competitors offer that. But as you can see, this vehicle, when you open up the interior, it has, first of all, the two-door has a massive front door. This is like the biggest front door I've ever seen on any production car, and that's because the four-door is basically the same length of this car. So that's why I think proportionally, I think the four-door looks a little bit better. But as you can see, my test car has the upgraded carbon and suede package, which gives you these sport back seats. Now these are a completely new seat design. I also love the way they look. They're fully redesigned. You can see they're a combination of leather and Alcantara with this interesting print, and you also have contrast red stitching. These seats are also heated and ventilated, and it also comes with a two-person driver memory, along with adjustments in like 14 different ways. This is part of the Plus package. If you guys want the ventilated seats, you have to spend that extra $5,000 for the Plus package. Dodge also offers a demonic red interior as well, but I was kind of hoping the company would offer like a light gray or like a brown interior as well, but for now it's either only black with the red accents or that demonic red, which you cannot get the red with certain exterior colors, including this peel-out orange. Now, as you can see, the door panel has some pretty high-quality materials. Because of that carbon and suede package for an extra $2,000, I have genuine carbon fiber covering the entire inner portion of the door panel here, along with real leather stitching, or real leather and contrast stitching covering this upper portion, slightly padded leather area here where you rest your armrest, or where you rest your elbows. I also love how this grab handle is pretty big. You can also put stuff in here like a phone. There's also beautiful ambient lighting behind here. The window controls are one touch up down for both the fronts, which is a nice touch. And then you can basically open the door by pushing that. That activates the door lock, the digital latch. And if the power is out, you can actually pull it right here manually in case the power doesn't allow you to open or use the button. Down here in this lower panel, you can see it's hard touch plastic, but it almost feels like it's rubberized, along with some pretty decent storage pockets. And overall, the interior is pretty much identical to the electric version that I tested about a month and a half ago. Now, stepping inside, this vehicle has around 5.5 inches of ground clearance, so it has a relatively low step in height. As I shut the door, that heavy door produces a relatively solid sounding thunk. There was a slight rattle that you heard, and that's my garage clicker that's mounted onto the sun visor. But once you're inside here, you can see this interior definitely feels much more upscale than even the previous generation or its competitor, the Mustang. There's a lot of nice materials and impressive tech in here. Now, starting the vehicle up, you can see it's got like this interesting octagon for the start-stop button right behind the shifter, the pistol grip shifter. And this is not a hybrid or a mild hybrid, so you can hear the engine has a very satisfying note when it starts up, along with a nice little burble from the exhaust. My test car has heated seats and heated steering wheel, which I'm going to turn on really quick because it's a little chilly outside. But as you can see, this interior is pretty identical to the electric Daytona that I tested. You can see the beautiful attitude adjustment ambient lighting, which you can change the color, and it kind of goes across the entire dash and the door panel. It's a really cool feature. It's a design touch, obviously, that I think looks really good. It makes the ambiance of this car really nice. But I will say that at night, it produces some pretty irritating reflections into the actual windshield. Now, you can turn it off from the instrument panel or from the center display if you'd like, but I think it definitely adds some drama to the interior. I love the new steering wheel. It's like a squircle design, so it's a flat bottom and a flat top. The Plus package also includes a power tilt telescoping function. You get a lot for that extra $5,000. And you also have these paddles, although I think Dodge should have stole the paddles from Alfa Romeo because these paddles are plastic. They're not very large. They're a little hard to find sometimes. They control the 8-speed automatic, of course. You have your drive mode selector here, which you can push that. It brings up your drive pages. You can choose between a sport, auto, wet snow, and a custom. You can also go into a custom setup here and adjust the propulsion for the engine, the paddles, the traction control, and the steering system. No adaptive dampers, though. That's surprising to me, considering the price point of this car. But in terms of the technology, you can see the Plus package includes a larger 16-inch fully digital driver display. You can also put the GPS functionality into that display, and then you get a standard 12.3-inch center display with Uconnect 5 software. So it has wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it has over-the-air updates, it also has built-in GPS, of course, and you can see the home page is also customizable. There's also, if you go to the vehicle pages here, there's a performance pages. If you go to dashboard here, you can go to your race options or the performance pages. So it shows you basically G-force gauges, propulsion, and then like a timer, for example. There's a built-in 0 to 60 timer. We'll talk about the 0 to 60 time later on during the driving scene. But overall, Uconnect 5 has its issues, but in this car, it's been relatively quick and snappy, which I appreciate. You have dual zone climate control with this kind of touch sensitive panel. Actually, I'm sorry, it is touch sensitive, but you also get haptic feedback. So when I start tapping it, I can also push down and the whole panel will move, or I can just tap it very lightly. There's traditional air vents here, which I also like. There's 2 USB-C charging ports. You've got more buttons over here for activating the launch control, the stability control, lane departure alert, parking sensors, and then your auto start stop defeat button is there. In terms of the dashboard materials, you can see that beautiful leather carries over here and here. We have contrast stitching. It's nice padded area here as well. More suede Alcantara on this lower portion. And this trim also includes a head-up display. I think that's included with the Plus package, so that's a really nice touch as well. The heat functionality on the steering wheel gets really hot. It's 3 levels. Same thing with the seats. You also have 3-level ventilated seats, which the ventilated seats are also really, really good. So I really appreciate that. You have a wireless phone charging pad here, which works very reliably, and it also keeps your phone from overheating with the vents, as you can see here. Another storage compartment here. The pistol grip shifter definitely feels a little bit cheap. I don't really love the way it feels, but it looks great. If you put it into reverse, you can see there's your full 360 camera, which includes a top-down view. Includes parking sensors, of course, cross-traffic braking. The quality and the resolution is also pretty good. It gives you trajectory. You can also go to several different views, of course. This is included with the Plus package, so if you want 360 camera, again, you have to spend the extra $5,000 for that Plus package. And then you can see down here, you've got more genuine carbon fiber, real leather, big cup holders, pretty good storage here. I was actually utilizing this on my longer road trip nicely. Nice padded center console. Although one thing I noticed, at least for my driving position, I wanted this armrest to be pushed forward a little bit more. So I found it to be a little uncomfortable when I was sitting here driving. My elbow was just barely hitting this. So this is an area where I wish Dodge offered the ability to adjust this forward, but that's a personal thing for me with my body type and my frame. Open this up, you can see it only opens up from the driver's side. You have a pretty decent storage area with a 12-volt power outlet. Your USBs are located here. And you can see these seats, they are comfortable and supportive, but they also still can accommodate somebody of wider frame. I did notice after 4 hours, my bottom was starting to hurt pretty bad, but they are a pretty comfortable seat, especially or even on those longer road trips. You can see glove compartment is damped but not lined with felt. It's a bin style. It offers additional storage. And then there's an 18-speaker Alpine stereo for an extra $1,000. It was definitely booming. The bass is really heavy, which I had to turn down. I found the bass to be a little overwhelming, but it was definitely a nice sounding audio in case you got tired of listening to that straight 6, which, by the way, the straight 6, most of the noises are authentic. At least that's what the engineer told me. It's authentic noises, but I feel like there is some sound that's being enhanced through the speakers, but I'll let you tell me when you hear it. It definitely sounds like it's being enhanced a little bit, even though the engineer told me that they're not. They told me it's an authentic sound. You see the auto-dimming rearview mirror is frameless, but there's no digital camera rearview mirror. That would have been nice because the rear view is not as great. You can see there's more suede on the headliner, and then you've got this big panoramic glass roof. This doesn't have a retractable shade or anything, and I wish it also opened up to vent air, but it's an extra $1,000. It's definitely a nice touch. You have LED map lighting, of course, but overall the interior, I didn't hear any squeaks and rattles. It has solid build quality, upscale materials, fit and finish is great. Visibility is also good aside from out of the back. This is much better versus the previous generation. I think a lot of people are going to be quite pleased with the interior, especially if you're coming from the old model, which just felt extremely dated. But let's go ahead and hop into that backseat area, which, as you can see, this is the two-door version, but you'll be surprised to see that there's actually space for full-size adults back here. So as you can see, pull that strap, push the seat forward, it will automatically move out of the way to give you a pretty big opening to get into the backseat area. And this is the beauty about this car being so damn huge, is the fact that once you get back here, Dodge says the legroom is 37.2 inches back here. 37.2 is basically the same as the four-door model. This is kind of where my driving position was on the passenger side. There's still plenty of space for the passenger here. And as you can see at 5'7", I have plenty of leg room. I can actually sit back here and cross my legs, which is shocking. This actually has 8 more inches of leg room versus a Mustang, which again shows you why people love the Challengers and Chargers, because they're so practical. You have 3-level heated seats back here. That's included with the Plus package, 2 USB-C charging ports, air vents. As you can see, there's a small window back here, so you can get a little car stick, which is why I recommend the 4-door if you need a better view and more, and just that practicality. There's hard-touch plastic materials here. It is slightly padded here, but it's not leather stitch, which would have been nice. And surprisingly, there's still an armrest that folds down and gives you 2 cup holders here. No adjustable head restraints, but you can see the sunroof comes all the way into the backseat area. And in terms of headroom space at 5'7", the 2-door definitely gives you less headroom. So my head, if I lean back, definitely is hitting the ceiling, but